Yeah.
Dark map is really sick, man.
Yeah, well, that happens quite often on...
Yeah. It's hard to have bad map on Gold Rush.
Well, somewhat of a... Well, somewhat in between. Woodline for the second gold spot here of BacT. Defensive gold for him as well. Berries. I think this is quite wallable as well for him. Gold in the center, quite evenly positioned. Seems like a fair one.
Yeah. Like, Gold Rush seems like such an unfair map, but most of the time it's super fair game. It's more, only thing that can be unfair is middle gold, closer to one player. And it is a little bit closer to Stark.
Yeah, and that happens pretty often. But when I look at it, it's rarely the case that both players are going for the center at the same time. And it gets decided because one has the shorter distance. So maybe even people are overreacting to it and just taking different strategy approaches. Or it's not as important as some people think.
Well, it's a little bit, it's more important on Eldorado, for example. But here you have enough gold at your base and you can wait for even Imperial Age to push middle. Also,
BacT actually did. Go ahead.
If they have a cheap imp, I think we will see a lot of fast imp here. And that suits BacT style, kinda.
Well, we will see. Stark, I think he's pretty clever when it comes to reacting to unusual situations. And that's kind of BacT style, right?
Yeah.
To put you under pressure, situations that you don't face too often. And I feel like Stark should be a guy responding pretty well to that.
Well, I feel differently, man. Like, against Winchester, Stark was like choking so hard against his aggressive style. And BacT is like twice as aggressive as Winchester.
No. Well, that's why you played so aggressive against Stark, right?
Yes, and that's not my style. I failed. I was like, yeah, he's not that good against aggressive, but I'm not that good at being aggressive. It didn't work out.
Yeah. Let's just waste all our army in late feudal age.
Sounds like a good plan. Viper is still making fun of me for that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I had talked with him quite a bit yesterday as well, and he still is like in shock how bad the decision making was that day. I think it wasn't that bad. I think a lot of like unfortunate stuff was coming together.
It was mix of both. Like, everything went wrong for me. And on top of that, Stark played really, really well with strategies. He was so prepared.
Yeah, I think so as well.
BacT is not pushing his deers. Where's his scout? Oh, he went for the lame again. But nothing to find.
Marking some of the wolves there in the center. Obviously pretty important that you don't run into it with like a feudal army. Some skirmishers and then running into 15 wolves.
Yeah, I never do that. I need to do that as well.
Yeah, it's so easy and also gives you some vision, right? If those wolves are getting pulled away, you know that he's coming that way.
I don't see the reason why Gold Rush is the only map with so many wolves. What's the purpose of them unless it's
T90 wolf, man. Or you want more maps with more wolves?
Damn right they do. Nobody can forward me anymore.
Yeah. You know, in the old days, people actually changed the difficulty of the game. If they didn't want to get forwarded that often, they just put it on very difficult.
Yes, I forgot you're old as me, man, in this game. Forward was such a strong strategy back in the days. Everybody does that. And now imagine someone doing like 3 villages forward with 1 range skirmisher and some spearmen. It get checked so hard.
Yeah. Well, alone like double archer and double skirm, and people like, oh god, what can I do now? It was so different. Oh.
I miss those days.
Is BacT going for scouts? It's a very late second lumber camp and he only
sent 3 on TC. What are you doing, BacT? BacT is definitely off today. Even Stark is confused.
He should have known earlier, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's why it's so confusing to Stark as well.
And BacT, let me take a look. Does he know about that gold now? No, he does not know.
Know about Berk. He doesn't know about Berk as well. And many times opening is quite solid in Byzantine War. Because skirms take a while to kill many times.
Yeah. BacT is still pretty late. I think he will go for scouts here. What do you think? Has 10 on wood though now. Yeah, it is an archery range. It just... His eco balance is off.
Yeah, BacT is like not playing that solid today. Pasting scout like that is so huge here. Like, you have no vision what's going on. That's why he's rushing walls with 3 villagers, don't want to risk it.
Yeah, but like, what is he scared of?
Aggression, many times, rush, whatever can come in. You just want to finish the walls because
Yeah, but
no
is it
vision.
23 HP Palisade Gate really holding him off there?
Just a little bit, man. Just a 1 second can be game changing.
Yeah, true. Okay, checking that he's completely walled. Still, his map is pretty good, right? Defensive gold, still deer in the back. Maybe he might even mill that to get some farms there. Now builds a spearman to go aggressively.
He's going for the wolves. First attack is completely walled as well.
He does not know about the left-hand side wolves, though. So I think he will just try to scout.
Yeah, well, when you don't have scout, you use spearman to scout.
Yeah. BacT
BacT
is...
getting scouts. What's going on with him?
Yeah, only 1 archery range as well. Now, the mill is kind of misplaced for my taste as well. You cannot build any farms in the north
I
of
agree with
it.
that mill. I would build it exactly the same.
What?
I
It's
always
just one
swear.
tile?
Yes, I
One
agree, but I
tile
always swear.
further
yeah.
to the south. It's just so much better.
And now it's blocking gold as well. But I approve that mill.
It's just so bad. By the way, coaching from Nili. If you build a mill on prairie, always build it 6 tiles away from your TC so that you can fit 2 farms in between.
Oh. Will the map be included in the next qualifiers?
Prairie is still in it, yeah.
Okay. Need to know that.
Okay, today you learned. At least early fletching from BacT. Now adding some farms.
The problem is BacT need to add spearman yet. He got free spearman because he doesn't know if it's scout coming behind this or not. And it's such a big investment as well. Free spearman for basically nothing.
No.
You will even lose them. But this tag follow-up.
No, idling his TC at the moment. Maybe he's already saving up for castle.
No, that's not good.
No, I know that's not a bug. Just a very long time of idle TC there.
And not a single building yet. Not a single building. Not even a second lumber camp. Idle bears, and I lost to this guy, man.
Yeah, you did.
3 idle villagers on Berry forever, and it's not like he's busy doing something.
Well, he said he has the biggest hangover of the month. So,
Starting to believe
whatever
that.
that means. But yeah, no archery range, no blacksmith.
Well, he doesn't need, he got such a strong map that he can go for fast castle. I kinda agree with that actually.
Yeah, but
still,
like, he needs to build
second
things
lumber or
eventually.
something. He still is not decisive what he wants to do, but with the amount of farms it probably is knights.
Oh boy, and BacT, he marked the wolf earlier and still ran into 3 wolves. Oh no.
Fighting the wolves, right? This he got fletching.
290 woo!
Well, to be honest, I prefer the spot of Stark here.
Uh-oh. And look that. He's going for stables.
Yeah, his economy set for that. But BacT is not that far away from clicking up. That's quite good.
Yeah, both of them will click up pretty close at the same time. BacT now sending 7 on gold. So that might be full archers from here on.
Well, if he recognizes that stable play is coming, he needs to stop producing scrims.
Yeah, but
And
how
that's
can
tricky spot. Yeah, exactly. It's tricky spot. Like it's everything is in the Stark hands here. Here, if he goes for the scrims, he will destroy him. If he goes for the knights, he will destroy scrims. So BacT needs to gamble. Well, both of them needs to gamble. Double
So I
stable.
believe it is wheelbarrow against no wheelbarrow. That explains
yes,
the villager difference. And well, BacT can click up any second as well. We are expecting a second archer range out of him, right?
That's for sure, yeah. What I would like from the Stark, like instead of second stable, just make 5 knights, make BacT react with crossbow, and then switch full scrims. That would be really, really strong play.
Oh, DauT mind games.
Yeah, that would be really strong game. Now he will commit heavily into knights, and he is in timing then. He needs to do damage with them. Those range units are much cheaper, and fast imp potential here is huge.
Yeah, that's true. Arbalest into fast imp. Just so good.
And look at the BacT economy, for example, so many farms. He will be able to go for the imp really, really quickly.
Well, BacT has 17 farms. On the other side, we have 17 farms as well for Stark. Pretty even there. And he has some DauT farms as well. Look at those, like 2 tiles away from the starting to
I
see.
agree with those farms.
Why?
Because
That's not a
it's
good
cool,
sign.
Man. Cool, man.
Oh.
Nobody wants to play clean game like Viper. This is how it's supposed to be.
Well, I think everyone except you wants to play like Viper.
Nobody wants to play like Viper. He's such a boring player. Come to hills, wait for enemy's mistake.
No.
Dark investing is so heavily here, and I would agree with this investment if Siege was forward and pressure BacT. But
Yeah.
this is like my game, if you remember, against Stark on Land Madness. I mess double stable, double siege, and play defensive. That's not gonna work. You
Yeah,
invest that
but
much in
defensive
farming, go
Scorpions
offensive.
simply didn't work at all.
Yeah. That siege was forward, I would agree with what Sarkin is doing, but now... Well, on this map it can still work out because middle is the key. You don't need to push his economy, just hold the middle. But overall, it's not the best play.
Let's take a look. Stark actually has quite a lot of resources. Now it's a monastery as well. Husbandry, more knights. And we have BacT moving out. He switches into pikeman as well now. And monastery for him as well.
That's kind of overkill. You don't need both pikeman and monastery. Choose one. Obviously monastery because you don't have a single pikeman. Single spearman to upgrade them. Could save that 200 food to clicking faster instead of going for pikeman.
Why is Stark adding a Mangonel, I can see it. Why is he adding a monk?
Oh, fuck.
Oh boy.
That was big. That was really huge. Now goodbye, all army.
Well, kind of looks like Jordan against Viper.
Yes, it does. Oh, and that's for nothing. Like in middle of map.
Yeah, and now Pikeman not really getting the kills in, or is he? Oh god, he actually gets 3 kills.
That was actually decent.
Yeah, they could have
Now
easily.
a decent trade, yeah.
Yeah, fallen back. And Stark now getting some center control. Do you like that TC placement, or do you think with the map control he could have built it more in the direction
Yeah,
of
he
BacT?
could definitely do it more. Because he know BacT don't have any siege weapons, he is no rush, especially with holding the hill. But BacT is 50 booming villager count is quite a big deal here.
Okay, second barracks from him. So pikeman, crossbowman against knight, mangonel monk. So like the gold army against the non-gold army, and who was that genius coming up with that interesting Civ matchup?
Can't say it's bad, can't say actually it's interesting because, for example, if it was Mazat who controls the middle of the game, it is different.
Yeah, that's why I came up with it.
Yeah, it's good. Convert back. That poor knight keep changing sides, man. Now back
It's a bit
to the
like
start.
AM players.
Yeah, seems similar, man.
Leaving, coming back, leaving again. Bululu.
Now there's the second siege where the first one should be.
Huh.
That villager
Okay.
count bigger and bigger. And that
Yeah,
means
and third
faster.
barracks now. Only one defense upgrade. Faster, but he still has that somewhat blocked gold spot as well, right?
But look at the
think I
chain
would
of
have loved
villagers
to
for
see
stone.
him. I think Stark needs to add skirms.
Yeah, he should have done. If he done my masterpiece strategy, he'd be in such a better spot. He didn't need this many knights. Only one stable was enough to win that first fight and then switch the scones. On top of
Yeah,
that, back
and
he
then-
doesn't even have siege.
Yeah, then you have less knights that are getting converted away from you as well.
That as well.
He's going heavily on stone. Where is that? I'm confused.
He wants
Oh,
castle
yeah.
up in the middle
back.
and imp. Also, what's the purpose of Stark monks? To convert his knights back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And still somewhat holding the center. Now archer range number 3 and 4. It already has 4 barracks as well. BacT now heavily goes on stone. Think we will see some castle rush there for the center.
Look at that pretty place for the castle. And back the economy can't handle this. You can spam from 3 ranges, 3 barracks, non-stop.
I think I'd love to see more upgrades on those mass units.
Well, currently
attack.
he doesn't need them against corpse. Upgrades are not that useful. St4rk actually doesn't have real army. He's just booming, basically.
Yeah. He's just waiting for 1 TC to go up. And the mangonel of BacT, I think it might not come in time.
All about that castle. Like, how much stone? Okay, he got enough stone. He's going for it. That castle goes up, oh boy, oh boy. Hype it.
Nili, oh boy. And oh, mangonel is coming. Let's take a look. BacT, he sees it instantly. Oh,
There's
DauT.
such a block there, such a nice position for villagers. Only Mangonel can stop them.
Oh, and mangonel is going down.
Get redemption, instantly redemption. Back the up to him. Castle going down. Oh boy.
He is killing the mangonel though. And that's a lot of scorpions still.
But he can just snipe the villagers. 70%. Oh,
Is it going
but
up
you
or
know
not?
why monks? You know what's the purpose of monks? Healing, Byzantine's healing. They're healing those villagers. Look how fast they're killing them.
Oh,
Look,
well, this is
they're
enough
not taking
though.
damage.
5
Actually,
villagers.
I'm not even kidding. Those monks are helping so much to kill those villagers.
Oh, and the crossmen are going back. Stark will get this
took
castle
off.
up.
It took off. Only because of monks, man. Only because of monks. I'm telling you, really, it's because of the monks. They outkilled the crossbow.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay. So, but in what state are we now? Is
Well,
Stark
BacT
is
is
still
almost
behind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In play, castle for BacT to be down. But it's Byzantine's castle, it will take time to get it down.
The bloody 9.
But it's not even that big problem
Wayne.
because all that huge gold pile is usable for BacT.
As well as more
much better
builds.
spot
Thanks for your
still.
subs. Okay, lead skirmisher for BacT, handcut as well for his eco. Stark is up as well. But he might misjudge the situation. He might think that BacT kind of played a castle age all in here, right? But he's already banking up more rams. And he will make a go towards the center again.
Well, I don't agree with Jams. Like, it's Byzantine's castle, you can't break it down with Jams. There's no
Oh,
way.
look at military count. 21 to 0. Now he's back to 1.
Now to 0. Oh man.
And that's
what's
what I
the
said.
point?
Stark thought
Yeah.
that BacT was playing this castle age all in.
Well, it did look like that, but Byzantine's cheap trash units.
Okay.
I think they need to make switch to two bomber cannons. That's the key now.
He doesn't even
Bomber
have university,
cannons
right? No.
can hold St4rk fight forever. He's only making ramps. He's only making ramps. Well, BacT is sending ramps as well.
Yeah, but like st4rk doesn't even have universities. No chemistry, no bombard cannons. Now sending some villagers to the left-hand side. Doesn't look too great for st4rk.
No, it does not. He's still not imp as well. And finally, a unit catapult. Ramps are such a waste here. They can't take castles down.
Yeah, I think he just built ramps to defend, but I think mangled in that area where the villagers were before are just so much better for defending as well.
Yeah, yeah. And he's adding another siege. Did he get university? Yes, he did, but chemistry is not in way. He's doing cap jams. Well, yes, he wants to try to snipe those jabs, but I don't see it coming.
Yeah, neither do I. So many villagers around, enough pikemen. He can easily just block the way off.
He just make one
already
gate
3 traps as well.
Also, you know what's the big deal? Not fletching on castle, it's so much weaker without fletching. Those pikemen are not even dying.
Weird. Okay, 1 trap out now. Goes for chemistry. Well, he doesn't die as long as the castle doesn't die, but how can he really hold it? Against soon to be 4 traps? He cannot really repair against that.
And he still didn't add... He got economy, he can add 5 ranges and go elite skirms, that's all he needs right now.
Well, he's up to 5 military now against 56.
Solid, solid.
And Harvard is now fighting under the castle. The castle itself is going down from st4rk, and with it all the hopes of winning this game.
Also, there was a good raid with the skirmisher on wood line. That's quite big as well. Well, weird game. Seems like both players didn't have a clear strategy. They just went boom and see what happens.
Yeah, like st4rk kind of felt like he had a plan, right? Men-at-Arms into surprise knights siege. BacT just 1 archery range skirms.
Yeah, but if the double knights and siege don't stop 1 range, then you did something wrong, obviously, with strategy.
Yeah.
If that siege were offensive, it would be so much different. Like, how could BacT defend with only 1 range against 2 stable and 1 siege forward?
The
Making
thing is,
it from home.
Yeah, he couldn't really go for the aggressive siege workshop because he had 0 map control. If you want to go aggressive siege workshop, you kind of need to have army and feudal age before that.
Well, he could add 1 scout just to keep point on the skirmisher army from BacT, and you can always sneak in siege somewhere.
Well, it's a lot of
unless you run into wolves, yeah. Unless you run into wolves. Okay, second game. Heatation. Except melee from the BacT here.
Okay,
and
I'm
Aztecs
expecting
from the back. Go ahead.
Rehydration Aztecs against melee.
Incas is another good option for BacT, but melee economy, you will see it's so sick on this map. I was surprised how good it is.
My chat is saying you're casting so well, you should get a direct invite to NAC.
Oh, I'm doing good job. Okay. Need to focus it up then. Keep it up. My days player are gone. At least I had those days.
Oh. Well, one day I will cast this series WCL3 tsunami against, what was it called?
Wait, did I? Oh, do you
CSI.
remember do you remember the
CSI.
handicap tournament?
Oh
Did
yes, I
play
do.
against you in finals?
I know you invented a strategy there. You
Yes,
know
on
the settings,
migration.
right?
Yeah.
Migration.
Yes.
So for all the guys who don't know it, it was like 3 different pools of top players, and if you came from Civ pool or pool 3 and played against a guy from pool 1, you are allowed to decide both civilizations and the map. So most of the time was yourself picking Vikings, giving your opponent Chinese on migration. And that's what DauT had to play against everyone from pool 3.
Whole tournament, man.
And what did you do, DauT?
Well, obviously I couldn't go for the Gash War. You would lose heavily. So I was like, I go fast castle, transfer my villagers to the middle island, and make docks close to his docks, and go for the fast fires and destroy, man. That was glorious days. And I think we played against you. Either
Against
you or Shine.
Shine.
Did you play that
Shine got
okay,
forced,
Shine.
I believe. Yeah, Shine killed Chris in the semifinal for some placement match.
I even remember the game. On Baltic, he gave me Franks and he took Mongols. I know it was.
That was against Cortez.
Oh yeah,
against
I know.
Cortez?
Yeah. Okay, him. I know it was somebody from Tsunami.
Yeah.
Okay, it was him.
The good old
You're
days.
right.
Franks against Mongols, 2.5 hour game, right?
Yeah, I was wasting those paladins whole game just trying to survive.
I remember that Corty was completely broken that he lost that game.
Oh man, need to cast that one. Need to find that one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I still have those. Okay, expert caster, introduce the players and your great predictions when it comes to civilizations.
Yeah, I couldn't be more wrong. What? This makes no sense. But then again, they are playing and I'm casting, so makes no sense.
Okay, so we have Stark playing
Makes
Kells
no sense.
and BacT playing
sense.
Hunt. So yeah, all your training with BacT obviously got completely neglected. And
Yes.
we're playing Rehydration, kind of Arabia style map with an African look, and we have a lot of shawfish at the sides, so going for that early on is what we will see because it's the fastest food income in the game. And why do you think Carlton Hunt is so weird?
Well, I think Stark played it correctly. He was expecting Incas from BacT and Wood Raiders would destroy Incas here. Just not sure if BacT went one step ahead with mind games and went for Hans. Then it's a really glorious move.
Okay.
But super weird.
Aren't slingers okay against Wood Riders?
I don't think so. They're too slow. Their fire rate is low. Wood Raiders would control map, add ramps, add siege. You just need to control map. You don't even need to kill anyone with Wood Raiders.
Okay.
Not the counters, though, man.
Nothing counters Wood Raiders?
I don't think so. I think this is the best unit in the game.
What? Not sure if
For
I've
what
ever
it
heard
does-
someone say that.
Wood Raiders got no weakness. They're fast, they good do raiding, they're good against everything, even paladins.
Okay.
And I had recently a lot of games Arbalest against Wood Raiders, and I always get tracked against Wood Raiders.
Oh, BacT is calling a restart here.
Well, he tried to lure Elephant with one villager and nothing under TC, but
4 villagers on wood. Why is he restarting this one?
I don't know what BacT was doing. Can't wait
Those
to see
guys are
his
so
smile.
weird.
Yes, they are.
Maybe he wants to change the civilization now.
It would make sense, like, I didn't want Hans.
Yeah.
Oh, we need some jam. I hope BacT picks wrong too or something.
Oh, DauT, I changed another rule. I want to know what you think. If you
Yes.
pause between the 3 and 4 minute mark, you aren't allowed to restart.
I think if you pause, then you're automatically restart the game. Is better.
Well, it sometimes can be just like why? I don't know. You're knocking over a glass of water or something,
But
or someone is calling
no,
you.
at that time it's always a reset, and you wait for the time because you would want your opponent maybe to reset as well. So it doesn't make sense if you pause to like continue the game. Well, you don't need to pause. You can just type restart and like wait for
That's
the
what I
perfect
want
timing.
from the players. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's about the same. But basically, people wait for the last second to see if enemy wants to reset as well. I think we never actually had the restart call at the exactly same time.
Well, it's impossible by the generation of times in a computer, right?
But not exactly, but you can say that I think we had once like in team game tournament we pause an enemy and pause at the same time, like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Wait 10
That's
seconds.
what I actually like. I wouldn't mind that to do that intentionally. Like I really hate that people pause and just sit there and think about, do I restart or not? That's not how real-time strategy is supposed to work.
Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that. Like pausing to see if enemy wants to research is good, but yeah, like taking time to think is definitely not a good option. In 10 seconds.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for being around here. We had some subs. Lila Eagle, 4000. And Wayne before that, sorry for not giving you the love, but it's kind of tricky. We have a co-caster, I don't really want to talk over him. And I still want to thank you guys. DauT can still qualify for NAC2. Indeed, there is a second qualifier starting tomorrow. Pretty similar signups from this one. And there he has his second chance. Map pool will change a bit, but same format, double elimination, 16 players, and best of 5 the first 2-3 rounds, and then going to best of 7s. When are you playing for a big prize tournament? They need to take time to think about re or not, man. Well, that's what you do in the game. You cannot pause like, oh, he's forwarding with man-at-arms. I pause. How do I want to defend man-at-arms? Maybe I send someone stone now. How does my map look like? Okay, I have defensive stone. Okay, I'm all set. Unpause. That's not how this is supposed to play, in my opinion.
Are you ready to hype it?
Oh yeah, I can. I really want to go for more wrestling intros, but apparently people didn't enjoy those.
It's too fake.
No, it's not too fake. I
Yes,
really
it
didn't
is.
enjoy those. Wrestling is all real to me.
Well, go try it. Let's see what people think now. I wanna hear it.
Last time I did it with Viper, and like the whole chat was spamming cringe. I turned off. So horrible. Never do that again. Feels bad.
Come on, do it again. One more time, so I hear it as well.
Okay, we have StarK. Oh, I put friend full colors on because people always complain here, especially like with weird. What was it initially? Purple, orange. Yes. And so still, Celts for StarK, BacT for Hunt. It feels like BacT should probably control the castle age, but once we get into Imp, I see StarK having the advantage if he gets onto Halberdier plus Siege.
Yes, I agree with that. But the problem is to control all your map. Map is very open as game goes on. You need more and more surefish, more and more present. And Hans should shine there. Hans should get Imperial Age faster with better economy, and also knowing StarK play, he will try to wall up as much as possible to buy the time. Wouldn't you be surprised if he go for like 5 TC boom?
Oh, he's stealing sheep first. Oh no. But Villager came out at the right time. Now trying to shoot down the camel here, but only does 5 damage per shot.
He did that against me as well.
Well, I think it's clever. I think you can also do that on Dry River.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you don't have any villagers on the TC there as well.
But they're smart now. They are leaving a couple of villages there.
Well, just to get some wood, right?
But yeah, meal first. Need some wood.
Oh, he's going
What do you
for it
think?
again. Stealing another 2.
Well, just forcing idle time is worth it. Those camels are basically useless. Oh, look at lumber camp. I approve that lumber camp.
The one of Stark? Or BacT?
Yeah, stack at lumber camp. It's
Okay,
very
should
bad.
have sent some villagers in, and it should be 1 tile further to the right.
Yes. Now it's really bad. Now it's like my lumber camp. It's like watching me play.
Well, it's an efficient mill, so not really. Okay, again, a boar or an elephant taken by BacT. Some people just don't go for anything when it comes to sheep, or like in this case, goats or elephants.
Yeah,
Only go
I'm
for
one
posh
of
offers.
those. But it's actually smart to take because you don't lose walking time with your villagers. They take a lot of time to get to the surefish, and if you take elephant now, you will be able to act much faster.
BacT going under the TC again to steal more sheep. So annoying, this guy. So weird. Kind of forcing 2 villagers to get straggler trees.
So annoying. Typical BacT man. He's laughing.
Oh, and Stark now running into the TC? Okay.
Well, nothing you can do there.
Okay, and we see the barracks from our Celts player. BacT for now. Not really showing his cards.
Well, TheViper is definitely going for many times, and it's kinda obvious thing with Chaos, but Hans should do against that so easily. With fast. Oh, why he's doing Loom? That makes no sense.
Yeah, that's bad on this map. Maybe he is anticipating the barracks. He didn't scout it.
But he got time until you get Feudal Age, you can't get like extra villager. He'll basically waste my other resources with that Loom.
Yeah, it's not optimal. We can agree on that.
Oh, start sending the boys there into 2 lines.
Let's take a look. First one taking aggro quite early. He did build a house at the top. And, well, the 3 other villagers are just saying, see ya!
I'm not fighting those, man.
Is he microing back here? 6 HP, and yeah, okay, he survives. Yeah, not the best friends for a moment.
I would act as other 3 guys as well. If you see other guy attacked by 2 lions, but you don't wanna, and you have knife in your hand. Fuck that, man. I'm out of that.
Yeah. I was told to build a house. I will do that. Going again for the sheep in this TC? That's so sick. BacT, man.
Stark must be mad. That's a good way to use those camels.
Okay, and what is perk? Okay, 3 men-at-arms or 4 militia, 5 militia even. So that will be 5 men-at-arms. He will do some pressure against.
Yeah, he needs to play like that, or scouts will be running around his economy whole game. He needs to play like this. I agree with what he's doing now. But drop the tower already. Oh, BacT is failing a little bit. Now Surefish is so exposed.
Oh yeah, in the back there. Starks.
That was a big fail.
Camel idle, but not too important. How many men?
Even don't you attack bonus on camel?
No. It's Gaia camel.
Oh, BacT is in a lot of trouble now.
Yeah, that wasn't too great. Oh,
He was
tower
able to
going
get
up.
second wood now. If tower goes on second wood, he's dead.
At least he has enough wood to build a second camp here.
But at least those man-at-arms are stuck there without their body spearmen, so they will melt quite fast.
Yeah, spearman at home. Didn't send any to the front. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
BacT microing back, won't use a single unit. Double bit X from Stark now, and it feels like BacT, well, it looked ugly, but it didn't have any real losses.
Really late, really well. Now from BacT, what I would like to see is Bloodlines, but he doesn't have access to gold. Like 8 scouts this early with Bloodlines is unstoppable.
Oh, you know what you're talking about, if I remember
yes,
the game.
I know,
Japanese
that's what I'm
against
saying.
Indians.
Yes, yes, exactly. They don't die.
Oh, Viper had the upgrade so early there, and look at that! Solid 5-1 KD. Now, is he really willing to fight against the 2 spearmen? Won't take any losses,
Amazing.
but very low HP scouts here. 7-2 KD.
Yeah. That's why scouts are so powerful on this map. Like, Sag didn't do anything wrong, but the scouts are too powerful.
I think like sending in 2 spearmen there wasn't really necessary. I think he should have sent in the spearmen earlier.
But probably his mistake was to go in with 3 man-at-arms and get stuck inside. But how to resist?
No. Okay,
yeah, probably that was the biggest mistake.
Scouts now. They're very low in HP. I think he could just have like 2 dying against the spearmen before he can really do anything.
He's going for it. He didn't see it.
Right clicking for now, and that could be heavy losses if the villagers start to fight as well. Look at that. He lost
that was ugly.
4 scouts against 1 spearman. Oh boy.
Problem is he lost that critical amount of scouts as well. He had like 8 scouts. BacT need like 3 spearmen at least on every point of economy. That's over 12 spearmen basically. Double back! Oh boy, oh boy.
ZeroEmpires, that's something we don't see too often, right?
No, we don't. For a good reason. and that spearman is still having fun with Camel.
Yeah, at the
Finally.
top there. Finally.
That is BacT transitioning too.
More food. Now goes on to some gold at the front and builds 2 archery
Rangers.
ranges.
Yeah.
And that will be sick. Stark will have very bad answers to that.
Stark needs to send more villagers to build tower on that gold and get the armor upgrade on his infantry. That's the only way the double break can work. Timing is on BacT hands. Long game goes, bigger army of archers. Stark is dead.
And BacT doesn't have bad resources to click up in reasonable time towards Castle Age as well.
Blacksmith. Not in time.
Won't finish.
But we'll travel.
Yeah, he will be fine. He will have 4 archers pretty soon, and then he can easily defend.
And we're just like going, like passing by, going through the line.
Just passing. BacT has sort of seen those, right?
He
That's
didn't
so
react,
weird.
that's for sure. Yeah, he doesn't.
He's sending the scouts back. He's fighting there. BacT has no idea. Did BacT not see that?
Somehow he did not.
Now moving with the archers.
That's the only button he got.
Can move further to the right.
Now he knows in making counter tower quite late.
Yeah, doesn't really work. Maybe just move to the front where his gold is?
Well, that's only... Oh no, he's going back, but that's maybe even better because it's so old and safe.
Yeah. There's 1 village at the gold, is 4 villages ahead. I think he simply has the better army and the better transition as well. Double archery range, stable already.
Yeah, but not much of map control. Like Stark is putting the pressure, BacT is only defending and is played because of that tower.
2 men
Is Stark able to
being
pick up?
sent in.
Not even close.
No. 1 spearman being sent back. He's just adding way too many men-at-arms here.
Yeah.
I think spearmen with upgrades could do the same. And... Oh, or maybe just completely transition away from that, because once your opponent has like 8 archers out, you do nothing with only infantry.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. He needs to send more villagers and just tower. With towers, many times are amazing, but alone they will not kill a single unit. But that gold is so exposed.
Yeah. What is BacT doing? Okay, he pulls the villagers. Starking and build another tower there. And he is.
Yeah, you just need more villagers than this, because towers need to go up now. He's risking being denied. And he might get denied. BacT is sending everything.
No, BacT
Or
is not
not.
going for it.
Yeah, he's going for
He
stone.
is
Does BacT see any other gold he can take?
well, the
No,
one
that's all gold he sees.
here. Oh, he sees all his 3 gold spots, but all of them are blocked now.
Yes, BacT will make market and sell stone.
Let's see about that. No market for him for now. 2 scouts coming over for the raid. Spearmen are getting some hits in. So that won't be the most efficient raid. And, well, now cast rage, but he can't produce too much. Blocking Iron Crossbowmen is something that he can afford. So we'll clean up those men-at-arms. But after that, I'm curious.
When you're faster in castle age than your opponent, you want your army to be aggressive, not waiting at home for attacks. And BacT is doing that, he's splitting. Like only 3 crossbow to defend and sending rest to attack.
Look at Stark. He's adding scouts with +1 defense from 2 stables now.
Well, it has to be done because he was not close to click up. He knows he only needs to keep the towers alive, so it's not a bad move at all. And look
think
at
he
all
should have
those.
walled the towers
Look
in.
at the practice villagers, man. All stuck there to the men-at-arms.
Well, let's see if Stark sees those. At the moment, not that much
Oh,
vision. He's
no.
going to the wrong side. Okay, he's splitting off. Some against the 3. Oh, really would have loved to see a +1 attack there. Now at the front, he isn't getting the tower up, but scouts can maybe go for the clear. It's 6 scouts. Those crossmen don't have full HP.
He's waiting for one more round of scouts and then he will clean them up. So scouts were not bad idea at all.
Villager counts. Oh, but positioning for BacT just should be so good here.
Missing bloodlines on those scouts is big as well, but should be enough.
Well, it's tough to get it for kills, right?
Yeah, that's not easy thing to do.
Okay, yeah, he gets the clear up. Still more men-at-arms added. And more scouts. This is
Well,
so
man,
wild.
is something he doesn't need, but scouts are a good option.
Yeah. And BacT, all his villagers are super exposed, right? He doesn't have a
Yeah,
single really protected village at the moment.
And he doesn't even have that much army. He needs market, he needs to sell. He got, look at the stone, he can drop a castle.
Ah,
Hopefully
he's trying to
Titans.
get his gold back, yeah. Okay. 3 men-at-arms around. Scouts are coming over, he will get that castle up.
But we'll lose several villagers, especially in woodline. Yeah. Not looking
weird
that bad for
stuff.
TaToH anymore. Just need to be able to click up now.
Well, he's 4 villagers behind. Kinda weird.
Yeah. And castle age as well.
Yeah. BacT will get the tower up. Yeah, it still looks better for BacT in my opinion.
Yeah, especially because that tower with BacT now is able to kill the tower in woodline.
Yeah, well, Stark is putting another one. And still expanding towards the left-hand side, and still so much success to the shawfish.
Finally, when BacT frees that gold, he will be able to produce some units. I would love to see Tarkans now.
For style points or being a good unit?
It's a good unit actually, this map, with that high armor against the range units, although we don't see any range
but
units.
how many range units does Stark have?
Yes, but it's good unit, man. Good raiding unit. Can clean towers as well.
He's adding more archery ranges now. And sends more villagers on stone. Weird.
Actually, best thing BacT can do is just boom. Make this even on surefish, anywhere.
Don't you think that he can do damage with CA?
I
Shawfish is
don't
so
think-
open.
Because he doesn't have that many He doesn't have numbers. He doesn't have a single one so far. By
Yeah,
time
but he only
mines
needs
them,
4 CA.
yeah, but by the time he gets 4 CM and gets to the economy of Stark will be Castle Age. And it's a big investment. Although surprisingly, BacT got more villagers, and that's super surprising to me. In this situation with long feudal and a lot of dead villagers from BacT, Stark should be at least 10 villagers ahead. And in a really good spot, but I guess he had some idol or something.
Well, he lost some to the crossbows there, but that was only 4-5. And then he invested a lot into food, right?
Yeah, but still, he probably had a lot of idle. That's the only explanation I got. Was too focused on aggression.
Okay, blocking yet another wood line. Where is BacT getting wood at the moment? Oh, running away again.
But that's a good thing when you're Hans, you don't need that much wood. Imagine if he had to deal with houses as well.
Well, he is trying to get archer ranges up and CA production, so I can disagree.
And Stark is free stable, but he go for knights.
Hello, King DauT.
Oh, Stark tower on the shorefish, man. It will not go all that way.
I like that. It just needed to be a bit earlier. Nicov will do the clear up there against the CA as well. It's a lot of map control for Stark. It's tricky. Whose position do you like more?
Stark if he goes for the plus 2 knights. Economy of BacT is so exposed. So many potential dead villagers there. That castle is only protecting gold. And not even that amazing tower by Stark. Amazing tower. Fletching for tower. Okay, he's doing. Was thinking like he needs fletching and he did it right away. Another castle. Freaking BacT, man.
I think it's not that great. Oh, I like the TC though.
Yeah, this is something he need. And top score for Stark. Fantasy play for the win.
Is it really fantasy play?
No, it's not. Need to be played that way against Hans. You need to put the pressure or you will get traded to that.
Okay, well he's 12 villages behind. What do you think about an aggressive siege workshop and just all in pressuring that new TC?
On different map, yes, but here with the surefish and you don't need wood for the farms, I would prefer him to spam light cavalry knights to trade him for villages while you boom all around the map.
Uh-oh. Raiding all around the map is what Stark will do. Right hand side, only 2 spearmen, 3 crossbowmen protecting there, and 8 light cav will fly in any second. For now he needs to defend at home though.
Need armor as well. And Stark is doing actually what I was thinking is the best move. That's solid.
Somewhat misplacing for now. But yeah, he should get a lot of kills here. Let's focus on the 2 spearmen though.
That's sick damage. It's not only a lot of villagers, but it's whole food economy. Stark needs some stone walls to keep his economy more safe.
Oh yeah. And now some knights defending against the CA raids that BacT was dealing, and suddenly somewhat even villagers.
Yeah. That's how it needs to be played, and he is doing right move. He's playing smart.
I really want to see +2 defense on those knights though.
Yeah.
Tarkans
He probably think he did that. Told you, man, Tarkans.
Oh, and he's pulling another market? Because the other market was denied.
90%, yeah. He didn't even delete it. And this
even villagers.
Look at the damage. Look at the damage. Like, you don't care about losing knights there. Killing villagers and making all this idle is so much worth. You just need to have constant villager production meanwhile doing this, because as time goes by, amount of cavalry archer will grow and he needs better economy and faster to
Stark has 4 TCs.
Yeah.
against 2
And
TCs
more
of
villagers
BacT.
now.
Yeah, it's looking so much better for him. So weird. What a sick
No,
game.
actually, he did every move correct. Every move, strategy-wise, was really, really solid, really stark. Darkest man.
I'm not too sure if those are too good. CA is now on the 1000. Well, they will get some raids in, probably evening out the villager count again. +2 defense finally there for the Knights, and Husbandry on the way as well. So he can fight this off. For now, though, he is somewhat dying against the mass CA military count at the moment, 27-8.
At this point, he can't trade efficiently against carry archers anymore. He needs castle defense, he needs a couple of mangonels, but basically 2 castles to cover the both sides of economy, and mangonel here and there. Until you wait for him to finish the hands off is the best approach here. And another rate of carry archers going up.
And BacT doing so many raids now, and he's really abusing his mobility. And what did I say earlier? Would have really loved to see the towers being walled, and now Tarkin's getting all the clear ups, and suddenly BacT, he can breathe again.
Yeah, now it's BacT mission to kill villagers and come back in villager camp. Yes, St4rk is again without real army. I mean, if you don't have army, you need defensive buildings, castles, a lot of TCs, couple of mangonels. And
Yes, TC
it doesn't have enough.
Mangonel. $15 villagers ahead though now. St4rk. He's just out booming BacT at the moment. 4 TCs, all of them running. BacT, 3 TCs, all of them running.
And finally, St4rk made a TC on stone. That's the reason why we didn't see the castle. He used all the original stone for all those towers. As soon he got enough for the castle. Actually, he got 1000 gold. He should sell, buy a castle. Just protecting one side from raid with good castle is big deal. Oh,
Okay,
big
why do you want
gold.
to see it?
Right here where the fight will go on. Because
Okay.
Surefish is there. It's a good hit to protect a lot of Surefish. Oh, that's a sick fight for the St4rk.
Doing quite a bit. Actually, the Mangonel could have gotten some better shots off there. BacT trying to micro with his Tarkins. And, well, the Knight getting back home with 1 HP here as well. So, St4rk doing okay-ish here, I'd say.
Yeah, St4rk trading units is better because once carry archers reach that critical mass, they're unstoppable. So just keep training for St4rk, he's really good.
Military count 25-10, so still better numbers for BacT here, but where are his numbers at the moment? It is 16 CA, he still has some spearmen around, and adding some more Tarkins with weird waypoints.
And look at BacT economy, he doesn't have a single villager on Surefish. And that's huge, huge. Invest into farms and also Surefish work faster in farms. St4rk almost ready to click up. But 2000 gold, that bothers me so much, he could already be in. Just sell it. Castle
Okay,
going up? Oh, no way, no way. That's not gonna work.
You think so? It's a lot of villagers. CA aren't really running there.
No way.
Or
Absolutely no way. Trust me,
you should know
master
it.
those castles.
I trust your judgment.
I know.
I think it will go up. It will go up. Trust me.
Huh? Some?
It will go up.
What?
It will go up.
Well, BacT is not focusing villagers. Oh, fuck, I'm wrong. You see, that's why I always have DauT castles.
Yeah. No, you're allowed to build castles in this game without losing 20 villages.
Seems that way. Don't know how. And he
Or just build them more
going for
aggressively
nominals.
the next time. Maybe that works out.
That's how I do it.
Okay, up to him. BacT going for ballistics, kind of late. Would have loved to see it, have it in the earlier villager counts now evening out, but Well, Siege Halberdier, that's what I said earlier. Will be really
and
tricky
BacT
to
is not
stop.
even close to click up.
The archery
Thanks
is
for
for him.
Mangonels.
Okay, Stark. Do you want to see him go for mass Vote Riders now?
Not in this position. I would like Rams and Halberdiers.
Okay.
And then switch slowly to Wood Raiders once you get the control of the middle. Like push in the middle with Halberdiers and start using Wood Raiders to raid the sides.
Yeah,
Still,
I can see that.
I mean, Stark doesn't have real army whole game. He's not producing anything.
Well, he just lost his Scorpions and Knights there.
That's not the Celts Imperial Age composition. He's just making it survive over the castle. I mean, late castle age.
Well, it is his composition because he keeps producing Knights.
Yeah, he's still we have to go
Now
for
getting the
Paladins.
pikemen. Oh, Celt Paladin, who hasn't heard of that story. Oh, lots of idle villagers from both players, both in the 20s.
That with so much trade going on all over the map, it's not so surprising. We finally adding barracks, that's good. Halberdit needs to enter.
Oh, Siege Army of Stark at the front, under a lot of pressure there. Let's go back, we'll get a second castle up. Not sure if I like that castle too much.
Yeah, that castle doesn't do anything. The first castle already did. And those knights will clear Kelly Archer. BacT is not paying attention, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's trying to run away with the Tarkans there. Nice wall off at the left hand side from Stark, absolutely love that. And indeed, BacT losing more and more of his momentum.
He's ready to click up, but problem is now you are going to the even fight in Imperial Age against Celts. And that's not good.
Traps now moving
Maybe
forward.
taking relics.
Yeah, no one really has any rakes yet. 2 castles for both. And Halberdiers with only +1/+1 though. And Stark adding yet another TC. This guy's just crazy when it comes to TCs.
It's good for defense, for reproducing villagers, it's quite nice. You remember old days? It used to be 7 TCs all game.
Yeah. Oh, the good old days, DauT.
Miss those days. Oh, snipe both traps for basically nothing, that's huge. Oh,
Yeah.
and that's pure sloppy Stark play. Not only so much gold base, but momentum as well. Castle going down and BacT economy protected.
Yeah. Yeah, it's only 3 more shots needed. He can go for 2 more traps though, has enough rest. We'll just get onto more Halberdiers. I really don't like that he has so few upgrades on those though.
Yeah, they're dying so easily now. The idle villager is so big, fix that. Now when nothing is going on,
Outpost from
fix that.
Stark. Bowsaw! Oi oi oi. Really would have loved to see that upgrade a bit earlier as well. He goes on to 4 traps. Okay.
Well, suddenly I start to like BacT position better.
Do you?
Yeah, I think BacT got this. You have Imperial Age, faster units to control the map, and the biggest problem is Stark castles. They're not protecting his economy, they're being semi-aggressive, not hitting BacT's economy and not even protecting his own. He's so wide open on the right side that raid can do so much damage. BacT just need to switch to like 10 like area and keep sending him. Castle is best way to defend against raids, and Stark placed whole stone already.
Well, he's going for the right hand side stone in the base of BacT now. Take a Look, some engagement in the center here. Halberdier is finally doing some work against the Tartans. Mangonel trying to chase down the CA, but nice split micro there. The castle might go down in the back. A lot of Halberdiers going down.
Yeah, and BacT banked up so many resources. Well, st4rk is still low upgrades and didn't have that Imperial Age momentum that Celts usually do. But that DC on the stone, love it.
Really aggressive there. Both with a pretty similar population, but well, the traps are doing fine now. Road Raiders, he has finally +4 on those Halberdiers, and CA he goes for the heavy say upgrades. Kind of saves most of his traps as well. I think it's looking better for start, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know, yeah, now it does. Like, BacT somehow doesn't have any army and somehow he'll waste all resources. What he did with those resources? His high population and I don't see an army.
Oh, 140 villagers against 165?
Oh, what the fuck is this game?
Oh man. Okay, traps now moving forward. 170 pop here for BacT. He sees blue everywhere. And
Is he going for 200 villager challenge here?
yeah, 166, that doesn't really make sense to get any more, and he even produces more in the right hand side corner.
Because he keeps losing them and it's okay to produce them. Make some army as well.
Okay, small BacT powers, of course, as we know it. Now siege tram upgrade here as well. Villagers now even trying to fight off against the traps.
But I don't know where is BacT army. He's calling it? I would
With higher
never...
score!
I would never in my life call good game with such a high resources and population, especially not internal.
Yeah,
He's
it
even
feels
controlling
weird,
the
right?
gold. It's
Top
full
180.
population up, yeah.
He still
I
has
don't
2 more
know.
gold spots to work with
Yeah.
as well. Had
Pitching
CAs
to
to
light
raid.
carry, yeah. Everything is good for BacT, I don't know.
Oh no, and I need to do push-ups for that.
There's no reason for BacT to call this game.
He's resigning with higher score.
The higher score and like what's the threat? Like 4 traps and 10 halberdiers, that's all.
Yeah.
I don't know, this makes 0 sense.
He has
Absolutely
more
0
army.
sense. More, I don't know, man. Yes, the game is so sloppy, you just want to like get out of that agony.
Okay. Achievements. BacT got more kills there against that massive amount of infantry, obviously, and this light
but-
calf.
I would even prefer BacT position at that moment. Attack is
I
all
prefer
out of
Stark's
gold,
position.
but not by much. Maybe just a little bit because of the Celts. Because of the Celts Imperial Age power, but BacT
like-
got still 2 mining gold spots. He got light cavalry to raid. He got decent amount of full upgrade cavalry archers.
And BacT left.
Yeah. Admin in. Oh, drama time. Oh, drama time. Okay, one moment. I want to fix Shisha and enjoy your admin decision now.
Okay, I will do push-ups in
This
the
will be
meanwhile.
so good. Okay, we're back.
Okay, so BacT, I think... why make those sets, man, Nili, if BacT is out? st4rk is saying some weird stuff. What's wrong? Please be sure to not insult players. So we had some subs there during the game. Man King, thanks so much for 4 months.
Happy Hippo.
Take the blue pill. Time for a baby and Hank. That Hank or something? Yeah. Must block that word drama here, do we? So I have no idea what's up with BacT. I think he will come back, but we need to do 15 push-ups first. And it's already dark outside, I didn't even realize. So all the qualifiers going smooth? Oh, apparently you didn't follow most of them. Messaging BacT, asking him what's up. Friendly smiley. BacT fell asleep. Should be midnight for him, right?
Is BacT coming back? What's going on now? Admin decision time?
I don't know. I just asked him. Do you know anything about Slam joining the second qualifier?
Why did he sign up?
No,
It
he
was
did
like
not.
he might. I don't know.
But he said that
He
would.
always say, "I will think about it," but when he say that, he probably doesn't sign up. Did anybody like when I signed up yesterday? There was like very low signups. Seems like easy way this time for me to qualify.
Yeah, seems a bit easier for sure. Yeah, BacT
Come on, close
says
it. When are you closing the signups?
in 6 hours.
Okay, good. Close it down. Oh, okay. Go ahead with BacT. Explain what's going on.
Yeah. So BacT feels sick, doesn't want to continue. I think I will force them to end the series today. Because I don't want any delays. Yeah, like it doesn't really make sense, right? The only other chance is to play tomorrow.
But the loser might want to sign up for the second qualifier.
Yeah, well, they're in the second qualifier anyways. So they will play one more game now.
You think Stack will allow that?
I don't think so. And if he doesn't, he will get admin win.
Admin win for Stack? Oh boy.
Well, what can I do?
I want to see final of Winchester against Stack.
You mean admin Winchester?
And admin StarK as well.
The winner of qualifier 1 doesn't need to play in qualifier number 2. The second and third place of qualifier number 1 will get a free win in the second qualifier. Well, what else can I do, right? Like, I will offer them to play tomorrow.
I was just like saying the same to my channel, like, you remember old days when admins never take the action and tournament lasts for like 6 months.
Yeah.
Keeps getting delayed. We need admin to make action just. If you can't play, force admin in. What can you do? But actually, if BacT is doing only one more game and StarK will take admin in, what's the point? What's the purpose of that one more game?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to play that game if he only plays exactly one.
Cool stuff. I'm glad I am awake for this.
Okay, let's take a look at Golden Hill. I think if BacT wins, he will try to force himself to end the series. And I think if StarK wins, StarK won't allow it to reschedule for tomorrow. So I think this will be the game deciding, the series deciding game. Oh man.
You're down 1-2 and you want to schedule, fuck that, I take admin
in. Yeah. But let's like, why does BacT schedule 3 tournaments at the same day?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's so hard to schedule with him, and then when he makes the schedule, he fuck it up so hard.
What's the prize pool for Realms?
100.
In total?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Interesting priorities.
But he delayed that tournament for 1 week already.
Okay.
But it's like, I see him every day we are awake at the same time. We could play that tournament so much sooner, but he keeps delaying. And now he's scheduled pre-tournament same day. Back to stuff.
So weird, right? And now StarK should just go for the strategy and hide all villages. Just make it an endless game.
Oh, that's actually, if you lose the game, that would be. Oh, I would love StarK to lose and do that.
Yeah, but that's a disqualification, obviously, because it's not respecting your enemy.
Why?
And casters and viewers. Yeah, it's clearly in the rules. I already disqualified Spring from a tournament when he did that. So
what you'll say, you can't fight until the last man standing.
Yeah, because it's not fighting. It's hiding and yeah. He just walled them in the edges of the corners.
I agree and disagree. It's like, obviously you need to do something, but it's not really breaking rules.
It is breaking rules. Okay, that's close to not being bugged main goals. Yeah. Ay.
Well, map is fair. Well, this map is always fair. Fish even is spread out.
And I think they cannot schedule for tomorrow. Unless BacT is like accepting to play like his 5 AM times.
Well, I think that's something, for example, I'm not complaining. Admin win against Winchester was fine. We're just saying when that happens, maybe the best would be like give the guy 1-0 victory and give him all opportunities. Like you choose time and day and other player must show up or he lose. I think that's like solid decision.
Oh, but that's so easy, right? For someone, if you know this guy is working, you can just put a day on his working time.
I agree, but You need to fuck yourself then as well. Maybe you're working and kill something else. And start with 1-0 lead because you waste your time waiting in the day you schedule.
Oh man. Well, let's see. Let's just pray BacT wins. That's a good start.
BacT wins and Stark Hide Villagers, that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm aiming here.
Yeah. Well, that would just make it easy, right?
Drama, man.
No, it's zero drama. Like, it's one line out of the rulebook, respect your enemy. You wouldn't do that, and then it's like, yeah, so easy.
Well, you can call a lot of things disrespect then.
Such as pushing deer on Golden Hill to your opponent.
Yes, that as well. Disrespecting the tournament.
Yeah,
Obviously.
I was close to running over to the other room.
We had such a good time.
Yeah, I know. Oh. And it was only a fun series anyways, right?
Yeah, I was kinda already out.
Oh well, if Viper would have lost, that would have been ugly for him.
Well, Jordan was upset because of that. He was like, Viper, fuck us up, you will fuck us up.
Well, it's still like, Jordan was past you. It was only a match for Viper at that point.
Yes, but
You
then
couldn't-
Viper...
You couldn't get fifth. You
Yes,
were
yes, but
sixth already.
Viper would be third player then, and he would have to face Jordan and TaToH and like
Yeah.
destroy our team. That's
Yeah.
why Jordan was upset.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, BacT is already sending one villager to the middle. He would probably wall off Stark. That's something he did against me as well.
I like that. So maybe we want to start talking about this game. So Malay against Italians and the early walls here for BacT. Will he build his second dock on the main island?
What do you mean on the Gold Island?
Well, on the basically main island, your second dock. Is he building it maybe more on the starting island part? Or will it
think
be
on
very
starting.
aggressively in the center?
But I like how you think. I really like that. I would use that. On the center would be really, really, really good, man. Imagine dropping dock right next to his dock and up fast.
Well, he could do that, right? And it's impossible
Yeah,
to
yeah.
scout for Stark. Since he
That
got
would be
dwarves
so
right now.
smart, man. You're smart sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes you
Well,
are.
it's just the inspiration from your Chinese play, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh my
And
gosh.
BacT taking fish.
Yeah, he doesn't even have enough wood for a second lumber camp. Obviously, Malay gets tricky there. And it's a forced fishing ship. I think that's bad for Malay.
Yeah, you're up so fast, you can't afford second dock and you're like fish bombing now. Then don't up so fast.
Oh, and oh no, he won't be housed. Okay, let's take a look. We'll get tricky for Stark. Oh, and now he opens the gate
You want to check dock
and moves
spots?
in with the scout. Lovely move.
Yeah.
He scouts the docks as well. It will be his aggression. But he will lose his scout. Any low HP villagers? I can see one with 18 HP. Not really going for that though. Oh, on the go, there's someone with 6 HP.
No, he's not going that way. At least not yet. But Villager is chasing that. He wants to fight. I want to fight. The good thing about that extra fishing for the BacT is it's super safe there. Tackled in the second dock. Those fish will be working forever.
Do you want a shorefish?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, scouts now could debate a bit. Oh, trying to help out.
Tower?
Villager
Oh,
come
that
over.
tower is really smart.
Oh,
tower.
yeah.
Such a
That's
good
your tower?
Love that tower. Really love that tower.
Okay, BacT now even going for a demo. And he will block the berries till the end of the game as well. Right?
Yeah, looking really good for BacT here.
Lovely start.
And
Demo.
Demo should go for
getting-
the.
Okay. That's a kill.
I was thinking he'll go for with Demo for the fishing ship. That would be more solid. Yes, he was running out of time.
Yeah, he only had half HP. Really wanted the connection there. And now he gets a kill and probably can get the repair there as well. Yes, he could. 4 HP. Tower is going up. It's looking good for BacT.
Time to hide the villagers.
Okay, demo hit. Let's take a look. BacT is going for a solid split. Oh, loses one long distance. Oh.
That is adding another dog. Not sure what to think about that. When you commit 3 dogs and you're already behind, you will most likely lose the game. But on this map, you kinda have to win bottom. Especially when middle is blocked already for him with tower and wall.
Well, at least one kill. Military count 4-1 at the moment. Get some repairs in. This looks pretty sexy for BacT. Oh.
Yeah.
And still, I think it's a big problem that the berries are so open as well. I think this is the spot where BacT maybe wants to add a galley as well.
In rated game, I would do that, but in tournament game, you don't want to risk it. Just make enough fires to defend, get to the castle age, and then those fast fires are sick.
You don't want to add a single galley? You are having like triple the military amount.
Because it's a big risk, things can go wrong then. If Stark gets castle age faster, those galleys are useless.
I only want to see a single galley to drop the berries.
Yeah, that's maybe like 2-3 galleys for extra damage.
One! DauT, one galley!
Well, 5 ships can like distract those anyway.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, let's take a look. We see quite a bit of farms of Stark already. So this transition won't be too shabby. And now Fire Galley from the top are coming around, maybe getting a snack against the fishing ships here.
That's not as powerful as it used to be. Oh, good demo, good demo.
Suddenly military count 6-6 again. What is happening here?
3 ducks.
Okay. Bad first demo.
Not good demos. Oh. BacT saved that one, okay. Even trade.
And gets the fish in the top.
But when you're committing 3 dogs against 2, you need to win water fast. You really need to do that. Or you will castle age slower, and then it will be snowball effect with melee, faster castle age, fast fires, destroy. It's such a big upgrade.
Oh yeah, and still no gold control as well. Let's take a look into... Oh god, now loses all his fishing ships here. Yeah, isn't getting the raids in the water. BacT is playing this so well, protecting his fish just incredibly good over and over again.
Not sure what's BacT plan in castle age. Will he commit on water, or will he try to land or something?
Well, I think he will just stay on water because he's already walling off the land there. And he has a center control, so he has to be fine, right? I only want to see a blacksmith, which he's building now with 2 villagers. And then he's up. They will reach castle. It's somewhat the same timing. And St4rk, I think he wants to go for landing at the left-hand side. BacT should be safe, but actually, he didn't properly wall. It's still open.
But you mean, where can... Oh, you mean... Okay.
BacT's walls towards the water.
Yes, it's... Yeah, making luck. But it's such an easy wall off as well when you have water control.
Yeah. Let's take a look. Do we see any additions of fishing ships? Not yet. BacT stays on water. And we have St4rk. He keeps producing some demos here.
Yeah, landing is so hard. Even the wood lane is completely like... Those stables most likely will be destroyed by water.
Well, let's see about it, right? If he just gets 6 knights in and a siege workshop up, it needs to be spotted first.
That's true, but I don't think he will wait for that. He'll probably send wait for knights to check if he can win. And then Gallus will come there. This I don't know. Still prefer
I think
back.
it's
If it
all
was
the-
full wall,
all the
obviously
villagers are
back
there
to
as
wins.
well. Yeah. Okay, he's heavily on stone at least, but he will probably build just a castle in the center.
Well, that's his plan until he sees the landing. Dark vision. Stark doesn't have a good vision there.
Yeah, well, he thinks
He'll
he's
try to go
walled.
deep, yeah.
But he thinks he's walled, so he doesn't care about that. Oh, this one fail might cost him the series here.
That landing shouldn't be so powerful. He doesn't even have space to drop all that. Without
It's
seeing,
enough. 2 stables and a siege workshop is enough. And there's so many villagers there.
takes
Not a
time
single
to
TC
drop
to
all
go
that
back
into
to.
those.
4 knights can kill here.
Well, yes. No monks as well, yeah. And don't
IT,
show,
no
don't
town
show.
watch.
Oh, he will show. He will show
That's just so
villagers.
bad by Stark.
Yeah. He will show
And
those villagers.
He will see the villagers.
Will he? Yes. Oh man, that's.
Oh, I think he clicked on the right hand side. Let's take a look. The villagers need to get
Oh.
in there and get the walls up. Nice block here by Stark for now.
Oh,
and it is walled
sick.
off. Beautiful move here by BacT.
Yeah, that was sick. That was. It's amazing how a little move can change the game, man.
Oh man, killing the 2 villagers. Now that is blocked off, and BacT survived this one. Oh boy. This is like, I love the block there by Stark as well. But BacT, beautiful walls behind that. Now the transporter is trying to come over, but BacT has enough time to go for the defensive monk now as well. Transporter will go down. Demo could be so good.
Bam!
Oh, and it's now 1 knight already at 1 HP and going down. Yeah, look at that, 70 HP only. This was a beautiful defense here by BacT. He's still controlling everything.
He can kill it
Rebuilds
with
some
villagers.
more fish. Yeah, he is just building 1 monk though.
He's going with villagers. Not anymore.
Not anymore, no. Oh. Okay, well this, but as I said, like BacT didn't see it, all the villagers were there, he could have lost so much.
Yes, I agree that
But-
Stark should be more patient, wait for like 4 or 5 nights, and then send villagers in to build a workshop maybe inside.
But he didn't have any vision on the side,
Yeah,
like Stark only went with the villagers there because he clicked behind the wood line, and the whole wood line was blocked. Like it's going to the edge of the map. And that's
Wait for
why
like
they
a
ran
wood line.
around. Yeah.
And now time to hide those villagers.
Oh,
This
but
is
Stark,
disrespectful play.
he
It's over, man. You have less villagers, 10 less villagers. You don't have any control. And why does he play, man?
well,
it's
maybe he
time to
wants to
add in-
sober up a bit. But yeah, this is very, very over.
Absolutely no way to win this.
Okay, he's sending some villagers more to the top.
Probably to wall them in. I think that's the only way for him to win.
Oh, there's 1 fire galley. Not anymore. You know, like, yeah, there's just 0 chances. No way to break the center as well.
And all the outposts as well. Great vision for BacT.
BacT now sending all his army more to the center. He will build a castle there, making sure that he cannot be broken. Oh, actually, where's BacT building his castle?
Just in the middle, just for the safety.
Oh, okay. Well, it's good against potential like sneaky landings.
Yeah, he don't want to take risk. It's tournament game. He doesn't need to pressure. He just need to hold.
Town watch now.
Look at the TC. Oh no, it's university, okay.
It's what?
University on top, I was thinking it's TC from the Stark.
Okay, yeah. Maybe he wants to hide his tech. Doesn't really want to
Yeah,
show that
yeah.
he's already thinking about imping.
It's like StarCraft meta.
Yeah. Proxy University.
Oh, you know that.
I probably watched more StarCraft than you.
I used to watch a lot the last couple of years. And I think, yeah, I miss big tournaments, man. Those are fun in StarCraft.
I watched
Never
every single
catch
BlizzCon game, for example, this year. Ha! Okay, redemption defense with monks now.
Well, he got the gold to spare.
Yeah, but not for too long. He has 700 gold left on that one, and the rest, well, that's kind of fresh still. But overall, like 3k gold more for this game.
That's why I keep playing, man. Look at the score as well. You have that score and enemy got middle.
Yeah, and water. And you know you cannot really be ahead in villages as well.
Yeah, enjoy casting.
Well, this is obviously simply over. And that's why we don't see this map anymore. No, that's just like Stark being mean. It's not really disrespectful because maybe he's just misjudging the situation and thinks he has a shot.
You can't think you have a shot when you're doing redemption monk defense.
Well, he
Even
is up to
if
it
he
pretty
converts
soon.
every single mangonel and everything, he will still no chance.
Okay, and he's actually imping with the TC that is under the Mangoner pressure.
Well, every TC is under mangonel pressure. Oh, conversion.
Oh, he needs 2 shots though. The Mangoner.
Not like that.
Oh, that was so unfortunate for him that he didn't get the conversion there. That was really unfortunate.
Yes, if he got conversion, he would win the game.
And the Redog is spotted here as well in the top. Only fire galley check. Let's take a look. Maybe the Knight could snag the Mangonel. He could go for the TC again. Only at 1.5k HP. Oh, BacT goes for
Well, actually,
casual.
BacT is not even close to click up. What do you know? Maybe. Well, there is no chance, but still.
What do you know? That's an old Katsuni quote, right? Every time it was like this kind of a game. Never know.
Never know indeed. And second castle Karambits. It's because BacT is making Karambits, he's a little bit trolling here. He needs him, he doesn't need this.
Well, maybe he just wants to finish against Monk Mangonel defense, right?
Yeah, but really
Monks
don't
don't
need
do
to
too
put
well against Karambits.
Surprised he's not picking. Oh, he's now picking up relics. That's really, really important on this map.
Yeah, oh, look at that Karambit spam. He's just evading everywhere. And Stark, he gets imp. Goes for fast fire ships. He's trying to retake water now. But land is not looking pretty for him. Oh, trying to get some stone walls up there at the top. Stark is still very much tryharding.
Yeah, look at his population. He got the chance. And half of them are in TC.
DauT, I think you can't get an invite for NAC2 as a caster if you keep casting like this.
If players will play like this, I'm fine.
Okay, now he goes for the harbor tech as well. Lovely stuff here for sure. And well, that obviously makes the fast fire ships just so much weaker as well.
Well, even if Stark wins water with fast fires, but then.
Yeah. Well, his 60 villagers can carry him.
Never know, you never know.
Now we do. That's what I wanted to hear.
You know it's so, man. Couldn't be more over than this.
Fletching could help out for the harbors as well.
Look at the idle villager number for the Stark and total villager.
41. Oh, now
More
somehow
idle.
back to work. Score 6k to 4k. Picking up more relics here and T90 salute.
But he still got that forward stable, maybe make nice there. I don't know.
I was
Lose the
trying
game.
to land some in the center of the map, but well, harbors are shutting that down.
Yeah.
And maybe once we reach him, we might see the GG out of Stark here, because he realizes that, well, we are just in this game for 10 minutes too long.
My harbors are not that strong as they used to be, but still. A decent free defense. No, he's not resigning. Oh man, he is doing this on purpose, I tell you. Okay, good game.
Okay. Let's just say he misjudged it.
Well, looking at
Okay.
achievements makes no sense now.
BacT said he doesn't want to do more. I'll talk to them.
What
He says
done?
bad day. Let's go through the achievements and I will talk to them.
Bad day and he's leading. Oh, disrespect.
That's so true.
Well, Stark should be happy about his scheduling. He's drunk.
So let's see if they can come up with a time for the next 2 days.
Stark can't. Oh, I'm not surprised.
Okay, so apparently Stark can't do the next 2 days.
Shocking.
Stark is offering 21 GMT, which is 4 AM for BacT, I believe.
Drama.
It's no drama. They will play now. BacT, are you willing to play at 21 GMT? Otherwise, you need to play today.
They love it. Can't play in 2 days, but can play in 3 days. And what is 21 GMT for Brazil? Just asking. Is it horrible time for him as well?
18, right? 6 PM.
Oh, that's good time then.
It's basically BacT's decision now. Either Monday, Tuesday, 21 GMT, or continue now.
Pressure.
He says, okay. Okay,
Nice.
so BacT will take 5 minutes and then continue the series. He will take a shower and then he will be back. Okay, Shark will do the same. DauT. Deathmatch 1v1 time.
Oh, you wanna do that?
Yeah.
You
Humiliate me again.
Viper smokes you. Had the cheapest skills then. You saw my opening in that Italians game.
Yeah, I was shocked.
I open all buildings around my TC so you can't snipe my villagers.
Yeah, I know. That's a clump. I didn't know that you knew strategies like those.
Oh, that's
Game number
actually a
9.
proper strategy.
Yeah, it's a strategy. You, for example, play with Persians.
Well, I did that strategy because I can't. I'm slow at the beginning and I need to survive and then I have a chance. It's not like I was thinking it's a proper strategy.
Well, I can overcommit against that, right?
Well, I don't know the meta, but I guess so.
Okay, so small shower break for BacT and Stark. And yeah, let me see. Do I have all the overlays? I will just put that. BacT versus Stark resumes around 17:30 GMT. And
NAC test map. Only hope no hands or gods.
Yeah, that would be good for me. I think something like Brits would be good for you.
Yeah, something slow.
I will need to pause at like 5 seconds. Okay, ready?
Yeah, let's go. You will see my master plan here.
Oh boy.
You did not see that coming.
Oh no, I did not.
Hello, Paladins. Welcome. Keep them coming.
I am.
Do you really think Halberdis will change anything here?
Well, I'm buying some time for myself, right? No?
Keep them coming, keep them coming.
Yeah, I think you won.
Think so as well. Ain't you supposed to be good here?
No. How many games of those do you think I've ever played?
A lot.
Maybe
Oh my goodness. Oh man, carry Archer. Love that match. Oh, sneaky. That's all. More units, man.
No more units, man. You killed all.
You make.
Trying to.
That was good, Michael.
By you?
I avoid the shot by accident. Basting a little bit.
Fine. Everyone's doing.
Skirmishers. This matchup.
You like it?
Where is Zulmi army?
Okay, they're restarting. So we have to call it a draw.
This is not the draws. Don't be such a stack. Yeah, do you have resources left?
GG. Yeah, I have massive amount of resources, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
I have 6k, 3k.
Easy, man.
But yeah, no wood.
Masterpiece, man. Masterpiece. Thinking paladins. Fuck paladins, man. I didn't have villages. Them full pop.
Yeah, it's tricky to stop here.
Damn right it is. Match stats not even pointless.
Well, it was a draw anyways.
If that makes you feel any better.
Oh, they're even in the game already.
Nice.
Nice. Oh no, they're not. Huh? That's weird.
The map is crossed now.
Oh boy, I lost the game. Yeah, 15 push-ups for me.
Oh,
yeah.
you need to do push-ups with those as well. Nice. paladins. This is not Hansford, man.
Ah, I confused it.
Even halberdiers.
Well, I don't have the Civ knowledge like you do. Tricky for me.
It was kind of obvious. Coverage is only limit you need. There was siege drums at least. Oh, we're in the game.
We are in the game. So let's say it's cross.
Yeah, and Spanish.
Introduce
Was
players.
expecting that.
Yeah, that's what you said in the intro before that as well, right?
This time right now, for the rehabilitation, I couldn't be more wrong.
Yeah. Very short distance, I believe, right? Looking at the minimap here.
Yeah, stick close.
And, well, BacT already laughing. Not really sure what about, though.
Well, there was some pauses, I guess, some drama.
Okay, so both took a shower and now continuing the series. What do you do for a living? Push-ups.
You know, the key thing on this map is to secure your main leg from being landed by DauT. So whoever can wall it off will be in such a good spot. And I don't think BacT got better spot. Like where the star can send sneak villager.
Yeah, I don't really see that happening for sure. Yeah, I think BacT will have a safe pond. Stark though, left hand side, short, somewhat okay, short distance to him, but could get attacked. The back one, somewhat safe, but then BacT could sneak. So yeah, probably the better spot for our Vietnamese player.
And BacT loves to sneak dogs. He did, like, he played 3 times cross against him, and every time he sent villager to sneak dog. And every time succeed.
Okay.
Like sneak dog, force fire galleys, and tower rush him is such a solid plan for BacT right now.
Yeah, tower rushing could be so good. He has nice clumped up goldstone and wood here in the back as well, so that could be nice for him. Food income obviously via the fishing ship, and yeah, I think BacT could be in a nice position. And Malians, they have some troubles trying to defend against conquistadors.
Every team got problems except like Britons and Mans, like crossbow thieves. Knight thieves got no chance against Kongs.
Yeah.
And the key is that save stone for BacT. That will win him the game, man. What is the stone for the Stark?
Well, you heard it here first.
Well, coming from Alliance is a little bit better at the beginning, that's for sure. And that's the only thing he got for himself.
Yeah, already sending quite a lot of villagers on wood. That's not a feudal play, right? With 7 on wood? Is that the second dock?
Fish boom into feudal, I guess. But yeah, that's a lot. Cheaper dock could help for the double dock fish boom. Pretty sure Stark already tested this in plan, so this is not accident. Yeah, he's going for the second lake.
Oh yeah. Okay, and BacT will scout that. The villager won't run into any wolves though. And Scout already lost some HP, so cannot really go for any kills there.
It's tricky now. I would prefer if Stark went double dock on his safer lake. Now he will have to defend on 2 locations against sneak docks, and that's a big investment. Keep one pond with double dock and then a little bit later expand on the second one is, I think, better play. At least that's how I do it.
I'm curious. Well, we'll see about that. And, or like we won't see about that.
Practice up.
Like quite an easy wall off though, the right hand side dock, right? 2 huge forests, the clip helping out quite a bit.
That's true, but he needs to start working on that. BacT is already sending for the villager to sneak dock on top.
Oh yeah. I know
Stark needs to be active on his scout, and he's not.
Where is Stark scouting?
On the right.
Why?
That's not good.
Okay, maybe he simply doesn't know where BacT is, right?
Well, let me check his point of view.
Yeah, yes, zero.
Yeah,
reviews.
he got. Yeah.
And now more villages on woods. His fuel age timing will be so late. I think this is looking good for BacT. Will
Well,
pressure
economy
there?
is going to be better, but the fire ship will be amazing. And is he going on stone as well? Not yet. Just Nicov for now.
And Stark, that will be 5, maybe even 6 dead fishing ship before he even gets to feudal age. This is super ugly for him. Then he can get landed over and over again if we get into conquistadors in the late run.
Yeah, BacT doesn't even need to kill him in feudal. He just needs to secure himself to the castle age on Kong's play.
Okay, Stark now sending a villager forward. To achieve what? Is he trying to get sick walls up here? That won't work.
Which villager? I don't see it.
He's sending one kind of to the just north from his TC.
Oh,
Two
yeah.
spins north.
Yeah. He wanted to sneak in dock and BacT is aware of that. He is protecting that quite well.
Yeah, he should
Will he
spot
notice?
that.
Yeah, he should spot that.
He should. Sometimes you don't really watch though.
Yeah,
Oh,
instant
he's-
reaction.
Oh, but instant reaction on the other side as well. BacT with his sneak villager. Can't do much either. Okay, fish lost for now. But Stark, he's going for the 3rd point already.
This side actually might work out. Like, look at the fishing ships, only 3 fishing ships for the BacT. But even if Stark loses his main fishing lake, he still got more fishing ships on other lakes.
Oh, losing his scout! That is ugly against the fire galley there.
At least got villager. Decent trade.
Stark doesn't even contest the left-hand side pond. There will be 2 pawns against 2 pawns in the long run. I'm surprised that no one is really going for any land army just yet.
Well, BacT
Missing
usually tries
barracks.
to sneak dock and make one ugly tower on wood line with the forward villager, but he lost that one. Yeah, BacT is playing now super safe. Stone walling at home, just waiting for Kong's play to hit in. Well, fish booming 2 legs.
Okay. Well, let's take a look. Stark is actually going for some defense here on his starting lake. Bit surprising to me that he's contesting that.
No,
But
I
maybe
guess
just
it's
later to contest?
He just don't want BacT to have 3 fish boom on that lake.
Oh, but and Stark adding 2 docks at the right-hand side lake. That's something I love.
Will be amazing fish boom. His economy is already ready to almost click cap, and look at the fishing ship number. It's even now. It's even now.
Well,
BacT
it's some
starts with
idols,
fish boom.
right? It's
Yeah.
6 to, or it's, yeah, 7 to 5 at the moment. I think that will change.
Overall, all economy is kinda equal, but Stark can't allow Kong's play to come in. He needs to do some aggression, and BacT is stonewalling.
I don't really see any aggression coming here. Well, he's not completely stonewalled. The most like exposed side at the left hand side actually still only having palisades for now.
Because he's planning to drop castle there. He will drop castle there, other side completely walled.
Yeah, but isn't he
And
scared of like feudal age aggression?
He got the backstone to back it up, and panic towers with Spanish villagers are quite good.
Okay.
He just don't want to invest into stone, he will save it for the castle. Stone walls are quite expensive now.
Stark now with the blacksmith and the barracks. So no market play, although his resources are pretty off. On the other side, BacT, no feudal age buildings from him for now.
You just need market
Market.
buy, food click up.
Oh, and
That
Stark
mining-
redocked his own pond.
Yes, he don't want to allow fishing boom from the BacT, and just making that one extra dock for so many fire galleys for BacT It's already big value of the profit.
Yeah, and dogs are cheaper for him, and it's unlikely that BacT will actually spot that, right?
Yeah, he doesn't know about that.
And like,
but
I would never scout for that one.
yeah, but I don't like the cycle to show it. I guess he wants to check for the fishing ship boom there, if he wants to contest it or not. But they're not so good at sniping fishing ships.
No.
What is that
sending one
stable?
comics.
What is that stable? Try to find
Sneaky.
stable.
Well, Stark still has no idea about the base layout of BacT, right?
Well, he should have the clue where it is now.
Yeah. And well, BacT is up earlier, and Stark, he is kind of walled at home. At least that's what you think. But just look at this. Okay, now he's stuffing that hole. I just feel like not controlling that pond means you can get landed so easily with Kongs over and over again.
Well, Kongs even break stone walls quite easily. And woodline is exposed. Both woodlines. Everything's exposed from range distance. Kongs will so dominate this.
Yeah.
And that double stable in corner. What are those double stables in that corner, man?
Well, for now it's only palisade walls for BacT, right? So if it's not an instant reaction.
When he makes nice, he will already have TC there and Kongs and I don't know, man. Those double stables. At least make them closer.
At least the double stables spot. I want to say the triple stables spot the villager. And the villager spots the triple stable.
Oh man.
So weird.
Can't be any worse for Sack now.
How did he scout that, man? Okay. One scout, don't tell me he's even showing the tag now. He shows bloodlines, the +1 defense.
Well, it's obvious
BacT
that when you make 3 stables, it's kind of obvious he will take it.
And BacT is also building his castle to the right hand side, not to the left hand side where we initially expected it, close to the stone. So he
maybe
wants
because
to
of those
defend
stables. Maybe, yeah, because of those stables. Only thing that I got for himself is much better fishbone.
Yeah, 17 to 11 for now. So Eco should be better, but still, it's Kongs, right? Probably the
And
most
he's winning
he
will get the 3rd lake as well. That's really sweet for him.
Well, both continue to go for War Galleys there.
Got 2 dogs against 1, he would win it eventually and deny fishbone there. That's really good for him. If he had a tip that got the counter unit to Kongs, he would be in good spot, but not like this.
Not like this. Okay, let's take a look. Husbandry, not from Stark, at least from what I saw. Now goes for Monastery at home. Some more boom. Build a lot of outposts, something I love.
Yeah, that's good. And really good TC by Stark there. It prevents whole woodline gold as well. Really, really good TC.
Yeah. Okay, so where are the Kongs at the moment?
Yeah, only 2 I see.
Oh, as you can see some more at the top. Against... Yeah, he just wanted to snag the villager there apparently. Okay, to not get an aggressive siege workshop in his face. But BacT, he soon has a 2nd castle. And then double castle Kongs? That sounds scary.
Like, what units can Stark make there? Really, there is no unit he can make. Look at those camels dying for nothing, and that will be happening whole game.
Okay, Gymnets for BacT, an upgrade that I would love to see from Stark as well. Some aggression at the left hand side. For now. Okay, BacT is now walls it up with stone walls. But actually, it feels like this might be open. I think if this house dies, I'm pretty sure
I
they
don't
can
think
get it.
so.
Oh no, yeah, I might be wrong. Yeah, it seems like I'm wrong.
Welcome to the anyway. Bam! He needs those lucky conversions now. Not
Getting them again.
Oh, got one.
Monk needs to go the other way around.
Oh, that's good for Stark. That's really good. can't allow to lose Kongs. They're slow making unit. And you need that critical mass when you one-shot Camel or Knight.
Yeah. Okay, Gillnet's for Stark now as well. He has 10 more fishing ships working for him. Some more villagers for BacT though, and all Kongs of that initial raiding group going down. Military count 17 to 5 now.
It's because BacT was missing husbandry. He had husband, he could back away.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Not even having the stable won't really help him much. Okay, let's take a look. Tries to get the castle up now. Is getting some conversions against his villagers. Goes for... no idea what he's going for with his Kongs for now.
Dark needs some fast play with that amazing economy, and he is actually able to pick up soon. He needs those steps. He needs to kill castles.
And he's on stone as well. This isn't looking too bad for Stark, actually.
But from even heavy camels won't do good against Kongs.
Well, but
Just
traps will do good against
yeah.
castles.
Yeah, that's what he needs to do. Trade inefficiently, but kill the castles.
Well, he won't even trade that poorly, right? If he has like 8 monks, an aggressive castle, and 3 traps, he'll have a nice pressure point.
Yeah, with monks with 12 range, it's quite decent, yeah, I agree. And he's about to click up.
Sick. University now as well. That looks pretty sexy. And BacT, he won't expect that.
Yeah. Winning 3 lakes is quite big deal. It's quite big deal.
So
Where's the gold looking? Yeah, BacT only got that one main goal safe, and that will run out eventually.
Yeah, one to the very far left there, and well, the 1 gold spot here at the front. But now that's a bit of lost army for Stark under the castle. Gets a mangle.
It doesn't care. Even if you lose like 10 camels to kill 3 Kongs, it's worth it at this point.
Okay. Bloodlines now. I think one chance for BacT is still to prevent the aggressive castle, right?
Yeah,
If he just stays super active on the map in the frontier, it maybe prevents that from going up.
It's moment to shoot that castle, need to go up for Stark. But where is his out of position with Kongs? He's coming back. Will he be on time? Will he be on time?
No, he's not going for it. Castle will go up. But that's not the spot that I was looking for. I think more on the left-hand side could have been better to pressure that castle. Or maybe a bit more towards the cliff on the right-hand side. Yeah, you want to have the hill. But I think protecting your traps is just so much more important.
Well, he wanted hill and close to the monasteries for reinforcements. It's like good safe choice. But yeah, on the left would be more deadly. But more riskier as well.
No risk, no doubt.
I will go for the left.
Yeah. Oh, the left.
Well, on that where the Kongs are now, castle there would
Okay.
be such amazing hill and trap position for the castle.
Okay, block printing now. The Kongs not doing anything.
Block printing
Luckily-
is actually the best way to stop this.
Yeah. Okay, and how is BacT looking with resources? Not too great. He has 40 Cs. He has a lot of farms running in his back. Oh boy.
But BacT doesn't need him. He needs to stay carry. Even make light carry. Oh, he's making back.
What is that? Ram push? Conquistador Pike Ram push?
It's good actually. It's really good. You remember my game against the TaToH, the long one when he was Spanish and did that against my first team?
Indians?
Yeah, it works. It works because Spanish don't gain so much from the Imperial Age. Kongs are basically Imperial Age and Castle Age, so I agree with this decision.
Okay. I think he will just never kill that castle then. And it's so central.
Well, BacT doesn't even need to kill castle. He just need to save his own, and this is the right way to do it.
This will be tricky.
Well, range 1 is something that can change everything. Look at that range 1.
Getting the pikeman upgrade and look at that long range conversion here. Oh, got a lot of camels going down there before him.
They are so useless now. All traps are getting that castle and they are so exposed. They are so exposed.
How is that happening at the same
Villagers
time?
can take everything, can take those down.
Well, he's microing against the monks at the left-hand side. Feels like
Doing
that's
good job
more
as well.
important, and I don't fault him for that. Oh, mangonel, villagers, everything. He's now trying to repair, but 2 more hits and the castle is going down. I think it will fall
Bam,
before the
yeah.
repair really starts and comes in. Yes, indeed.
Well, still taking 2 traps down is big, but that castle could be obviously saved as well.
He still has 1 castle for himself and can click up. Oh, wait, I wanted to say can click up to him, but actually he
He
has
is already,
incredible
yeah.
resources. Those are sick resources. Okay.
Well, his villager number is full economy with fish. Yeah, he got full economy going. He doesn't need more villagers. And Kongs are also amazing at sniping traps.
Some more houses. Oh, actually now he's stabilized. Oh, those 12 range monks. Ugly. Oh, BacT with a nice split off here.
Yeah, but
Usually
can't
you only
snipe.
see from the Viper.
Oh man.
Oh, but still eating 2. Oh boy, that was so bad. Ay, 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 ay.
For him, but
Down to 3 conquistadors from like 12?
then again, what else does he need except halberdiers now? Halberdiers counter everything. Star got right now.
Yeah, I heard they're perfect counter against Shadows and hand cannon, yes.
But he doesn't have those.
Oh,
He only got
he's adding
cannons.
archer rangers and chemistry.
But just cleaning this front with halberdiers will be huge. This will be huge.
yeah.
So efficient.
And the Harvard upgrade finishes in the fight as well.
Look at
That's
the
just
score
good as
now,
well for him.
getting closer and closer.
Ah, they might even save the castle here. Looks like it. Traps going down, 800 HP here. Yeah, he saved the castle.
Now he can maybe even switch to hand cannoneers because he only got 1 castle. Problem is he can't even go for bomber cannons with those monks present. They will just convert anything.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, yeah, right.
Well, maybe actually just elite scrums, why not? Elite scrums come to Gibitus and save the gold. Save the gold, that's like Viper plays. He always bank up like 2k gold and wait for the perfect moment to use it.
Well, and he is having also the right hand side corner where 2 extra gold spots are and an extra stone.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh, this thing! Stark and his TCs. It's actually not spotted. Oh, it is
well, not for
spotted.
now. It will get spotted, right?
Well, he sees it but doesn't react to it.
Yeah.
Okay, now he's
Harvard
sending.
is only in patrol, I believe. Okay, yeah, but they take the aggro.
Yeah, BacT only needs scrums and halberdiers basically to stop this army.
Pop
And
960 against Pop 200.
Would love to see the villager upgrade Spanish villagers here. That saves so much from the raids.
Oh, true as well. What's the plan of BacT at the moment? Barracks not really producing, stables not really producing, no archer ranges. He's producing out of 2 castles.
I
Heavy
don't
raids
know
in
why
the
he's
back.
not adding. I mean, his population is very solid. He just needs like 5 ranges and he will stabilize in like 1 minute. How are the relics looking? Stark got 2.
Stark has 3
Oh, 3, okay.
and none for BacT.
But BacT got all the extra gold.
Ah, that's better in the short term. Now get some raids in as well. So 3 traps at the front and well, BacT He isn't adding a proper unit to his mangonauts, to his halberdiers, I want to say.
Yeah.
Well, actually, mangonauts getting 2 solid shots off. Maybe make that 3.
This is similar to the hesitation. Designing is such a good population, decent spot. Just because it seemed like he lost the control of the game and he didn't want to play. All he needed was like 5 ranges, like 20 elite scrums, and TaToH is denied.
And it's so
Oh.
easy to upgrade them as well.
Yeah. And good heals to hold.
Oh, that one commitment there towards the left-hand side where he got all the conversions against him, that's not really what he wanted to do.
Well, must say
Right.
Stark played really well. Yeah, obviously. That was misjudgment. I think Stark played really well here.
3 pawns, full abuse of that as well. Yeah. Yeah, he's a smart player in so many wild scenarios.
Like it was, but the only unit Malians can make, and that is Imperial Age Mox. That's the only unit he can make to counter Kongs. And he did that and won the game.
Yeah. So easy.
Simple.
Okay, let's take a look at remaining civilizations. We have no more Italians, no more Malay, no more Spanish, and no more Malians. So we have Land Madness and Arabia left with Franks and Aztecs. Should be pretty easy for Stark. On the other side, we have Incas and Slavs for BacT. What do you think?
Yeah, it's kind of easy as well. Slavs for Land Madness is kind of obvious choice.
And so we will
I would
have
maybe even favor them over
Mesowar,
Franks.
Mesowar for game number 6.
Yeah, quite even matchups coming. Mesowar on the Arabia, and here Franks a bit better early game economy, but Slavs a lot better late game economy.
Agreed. So that was another win for Stark. So I need to do another 15 push-ups.
Good luck. I'll be
Be
right back as well.
Feels Nili, man. Stark got better civs. Yeah, but not by too much, boy. Long series. Wins for this fire indeed 16 GMT on Tuesday. Oh wait, I didn't add those 15, right? So it's 7, 8. Speculate started. I'm getting hungry, guys. You need to keep your elbows much closer to the body. Okay. Are you going to play us with the Rocket Beans TV again during NAC2? That's the plan, yeah. What is NAC? Smash Mark NAC2 will help you out. It's a tournament happening in my apartment. $14,000 prize pool. The greatest players in the world. And 9 days of entertainment. Vaccine fitness coaches indeed, yeah. Black piece of artificial leather everywhere? Not really, honestly. I have it at IKEA. From IKEA. I'm not sure if push-ups are training arm wrestling, right? Isn't arm wrestling mainly biceps? And push-ups mainly triceps? Thankful to have you here while I'm on call today. My duty. $1.1k viewers and not even DauT playing. Well, he's pulling the viewers due to the co-cast, right? Thank you all for being around. Did I miss any subs? I'm pretty sure I didn't thank JimJam9 for his prime. And we are just jumping into the next game here. I will unmute myself so that I can talk on DauT stream and give them some entertainment here. And everyone feels like, oh, DauT is not here, but the game started. Well, better jump over to Nili. Yes, excellent. Start the game already. Start picking the Franks here and BacT with the Slavs, so we will indeed see the Meso War for Arabia after this, and potentially Regicide Fortress in the end. Sub count over 9,000. Actually, after this last sub, it might even be over 10,000. It's tricky. It changes from day to day, jumping around the 5 digits. Quite nice defensive wood line here for Stark. And gold spots all scattered around the map, as we all know it. Berries, well, reasonable spots here for sure. A lot of back area without any real wood for BacT here. So he needs to go quite forward when it comes to his wood lines. Remember guys, you cannot wall in this sandy area here. So walling in general will be really tricky. Big wood line here at the left hand side, so some zoning can be done, but it's tricky. Winch is beating Yo at the moment. This guy, man, well, I don't care about rated games. Let's see how he will perform in the tournament. I'd love to see him being around. And I feel he has, together with Fire, the best chances. I think both are playing stronger than Stark and BacT, but it wouldn't surprise me if any of those four would make it. Like, I'm really happy with the level of what they're showing at the moment. And the second qualifier, I think, will be as entertaining as the first one. Especially if we start with not DauT in the loser bracket and he will, like, run even deeper than the first one. Today, sign-ups close. And actually tomorrow, we could already see the first scheduling for the next week for the second qualifier there as well. So if you feel like, okay, only 4 players, only 2 matchups per week, that's not enough for me, we will get back to 8 matchups per week pretty soon. You missed 4 games? Haha, and some drama. And some deathmatch Nili against DauT, which was a draw, by the way.
I'm back just to hear you lying.
Your timing.
Perfect timing. Kick your ass, man. Deathmatch, you're deathmatch. I should sign up for next deathmatch tournament.
Yeah. Well, let's host one. I think like a 32 players single elimination tournament would be really nice.
Yes, it would, but I don't think I would get far.
Well, maybe yeah, depends on the seeding. Yeah. There aren't any DM players playing, so it's more like RMers testing themselves against each other.
Well, would be definitely sign up. Would be fun.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would bother to learn the meta and opening.
Well, you have the perfect opening already.
Well, that was Just need to survive. I wall myself in to survive beginning and then play like
and then your
random map.
APM carries you.
Yeah, exactly. So what do we have here in the game? Slavs against Franks, obvious.
Obviously. Exactly what we predicted. Should be a very similar uptiming, both playing pop 20 here, and we are just expecting mass scouts from both, right?
Well, yeah. And, well, like I played against the Viper, I think one break and one stable constantly working is really solid here. Because you can't wall in, those spearmen are really important early game. Where is he going with those villagers?
BacT added another... What? Stark is adding 2 more villagers? He loomed? Had enough food? Did he not? He didn't have a second building.
Oh, man.
Stark didn't have the mill
And look where
needed
he's
to add 2
going
more
for meal.
villagers.
And look where he's going for meal.
Oh man. He plays pop 22 now instead of pop 20.
Look how vulnerable his economy. Like 4 places far away from each other, all can be under attack.
And if you play like pop 20 and have the scouts of the Franks, you can be dominating the game and keep up the aggression, then it's not too bad. But in this case, he needs to defend first. This will be tricky. He needs to build quite a lot of spearmen even.
Yeah, yeah. And not for offensive, but for defensive purpose, and that's not good. Back to going under TC, standard stuff.
Get the sheep.
With scout under TC, like always.
He sees the barracks. Doesn't see second villager though.
I wanna check achievements now, I wanna see economy difference. Well, it's about the same economy. Was expecting more from Franks.
Should I give you an expert caster trick?
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
yes, I know what you... Okay, okay. Overlay, yes, okay.
I don't need to say more. Just
Yeah,
need to say expert trick and your head already functions.
Yeah, I'm smart.
Huh?
Yeah, obviously same build order, but Stark a little bit sloppy here at the beginning. He walled every researcher, so he should be fine to aggression at the beginning. And rushing the
Actually,
disable.
some villagers are open there at the left hand side.
Oh yeah.
For Stark. And he should see that actually. Bit surprising to me. Sends one spearman though. Did build the stable with 4 villagers. So not too late there in the timing. And well, actually has more military. Bit surprising to me.
Yeah, that is
Also had
surprising.
spearman. And BacT did.
BacT, yeah, for some reason BacT didn't want to go for spearman. But now farming will start to kick in.
Oh.
Yeah, food difference is now 300 food difference. Very with Franks works, man.
Yeah, so true. More scouts, villager production continues as well. Stark with a lot of map control. Look at that, 8-2 military. BacT, he isn't producing any army at the moment.
Because that transition to farms give him a little bit idle time. But Franks is having so much extra berries and that's solid. Also free horse color is quite nice as well at the beginning. Oh, exposed on berries, oh man.
Trying to fight, but he will probably lose one villager. Tries to pull her away at
Good
the top.
micro.
Well, does a lot of damage here. Killed one scout. Did okay damage to the other 2.
Well, one scout for one villager is decent trade.
More spearmen coming forward. 10-4 military count. BacT, he needs to add more.
Yeah, like I was saying, it's all about spearmen more than scouts on this matchup. And Stark is playing like that, BacT not. Stark is adding range, I'm not sure what to think about that. Cavalry is so much stronger here than range units.
BacT is adding range or no? No,
No,
Stark
no,
is.
Stark, yeah. He's already having the control, so he can just add second stable instead. Sniping
Ah,
another
that's an option
villager.
as well. Maybe just wants to kill all the spearmen to be.
Which spearman? Only one.
Oh, and overchopped at the top now. That's a wild game by BacT. Not a lot of stuff going well for him for now.
The villager count is equal, and BacT lost a couple of those. Bit
Fighting
surprised
at
with
the
that.
top there isn't great either.
But he will trap them at least.
Oh, will he? Loses a
Yes, he
scout
will.
in the back there. Loses 2 villagers and, well, didn't really trap them. Loses 3 more scouts of his own, man. This is so bad.
Yeah, but villagers number won't be 1 ahead. And army number is now same, so that's in theory good for BacT because base will run out and Slav's economy will start to kick in.
Oh, second stable for BacT.
That's what I like to see. And as soon as he gets bloodline and he's going on gold, he will have even stronger scouts finally.
Oh, let's see about that. How many he will send, but yeah, that's now a solid farm eco here for sure.
TaToH is adding now second stable. Really don't know about those archers position. They're too takes so much time to mass them on critical and they're slow to control the map and it's so open, so many places to read.
Well, maybe he just feared that BacT would wall himself up and he thought, okay, if I have just 3-4 archers, I can really
probably
pressure
like
that
that.
wood line.
He was like happy with the advantage on scouts and was like, I just need to add archers and finish the game, but he lost all the scouts and stuck with archers now.
Yeah. And BacT is ahead in villagers. Did
How?
start to? Yeah, still has wheelbarrow.
Still, it's 3 villagers for wheelbarrow, so it's basically same villager number.
Yeah. BacT, give me bloodlines now. He has the resources in deep. Bloodlines is coming in. He's trying to regroup, and then that's a scary force all of a sudden.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. More military and good part of the military for St4rk are those useless archers.
Hacksmith as well. Doesn't want to take any hits. Oh,
Nice. But should
Nice
wait
mind
for
throw.
bloodlines before that. Oh, woodline. Oh, BacT. Oh, BacT. Not like this.
oh yeah.
Those
Same
archers are
time
not
where he was
useless
microing at the
anymore.
front. Yeah. And
Those
they have
archers
fletching
are
as
sick
well.
now. Yeah. They are sick
But
now.
some losses at the other side. This will get tricky. That will be a very low eco game here.
Problem is,
He's
Spearman
running.
doesn't do anything now with those 3 archers on the map. He needs scouts. Is he going back to clean that? I think so.
8 scouts, has the +1 defense for himself as well, and goes for the woodline at the front. I think I want to see a defensive tower there as well.
I would like to see economy difference now when farms are kicking in. Now more food for BacT. Damn, Slavs are sick.
Yeah, overall still a bit better for Stark though.
But he will clean this whole army now. Getting a lot of scouts as the leftover, while forces of St4rk are not that scary. Oh, tower is going up that you asked for.
Oh, is it really going up? Well, he is trying to put it there, yeah. And well, that's a lot of scouts still. 4 more villagers, mobility advantage, +1 and bloodlines. And it's not like Stark is looking into Castle Age pretty soon.
Actually, with all those farmers, I think BacT might even get Castle Age faster. This should be
He's
really
taking
good
good
fight for
engagement
BacT.
here. Great engagement,
All
honestly.
Agri scouts are like the best unit in Feudal Age.
Oh man,
That's sick.
35 to 24 KD here, and ay. Looking good for our Vietnamese player at the moment. He is ahead by 6 villagers and oh,
And
Archer
not
is
that's
now
map
losing.
control.
Military count 13 to 7.
That archer range switch was really not the thing he needed. Best thing is BacT now controls the game. He can like stop making scouts to go up or just go full feudal. And Stark needs to read the situation correct. But the BacT decides to react to that.
Let's take a look. There he is. Thinking about castling up. But look at those 5 scouts as well. They're trying to come over there and maybe pressure that wood line. Well, it's completely walled off. He's scouting the area there, and I love that. It's very like that sometimes villagers are around here.
Really good move by BacT. Especially against ranks that wanted extra berries.
Okay, some losses here at his raid. Wheelbarrow now for him as well. Then he will probably click up any second. Added some more farms. I think he needs to send more villagers on gold. At the moment, only at 2.
But does he? Maybe he will not go knights, but just go light carry and boom, full food economy. It loves is so good.
Look at how where he's expanding with this mill. I think in the back could have been so much safer. He needs a tower there at the front, right?
Especially when the enemy is going for like archer crossbow. You want your economy to be as far as possible from those.
Oh man.
He's confident. He's confident, man.
Okay, well, he continues the aggression at the front. Some more scouts in the back, getting some kills there as well. And now both have wheelbarrow. Light cap production continues, and the 3rd stable. This guy's going
While
wild.
Stark can't even click up. He's doing armor for the spearman instead of clicking up. He probably thinks BacT committed to full feudal age play, but he doesn't know that Slav's economy. They can do both.
Okay, let's take a look. Still 40 wood away from overtopping his main wood line. Some raiding, and he will be shocked to see only 5 villagers here. Trying to get that tower up. Might get those kills though. Let's take a look. I think the tower will go up.
Yeah, definitely will. Probably lose 2 villagers, but he'll go up. And trying good micro, but when you have like 6 spearmen as raiding army, you know you're fucked. That's like desperate move. You know you're behind, you want to do some air damage with your army, and you see your army, it's spearmen. You're like, okay, let's at least try.
Actually needs to go back onto some gold. At the moment his food eco super exposed. I don't like that too much.
yeah, those meals were quite weird indeed.
No light cap upgrade yet as well. Doesn't even have the gold for any castle, blacksmith upgrades. Uh-oh, but now the main wood line, Okay, safe for now. And Stark, he's going back. And BacT can back onto his food eco massively on gold now.
Yeah, he needs some nice into the play.
It's tough to call this one. Military count still looking good for BacT because he has a way stronger army.
But villager count is better.
He's not getting the eco kill in.
No, he just like trading them for the spearman, and that's not solid. And he is not on stone, he can't add another TC yet. Actually, his wood economy is really bad.
Oh yeah, look at that. So many unused farms as well. He just sent way too many villagers on gold.
He won those knights.
Full knights, but only +1/+1.
Well, equally villager number when Stark hits Castle Age, so it will be pikemen against light cavalry.
Well, main wood line DauT.
Which one? Oh, the Stark's ball.
Oh,
Age
boy.
of Gates.
Yeah. Okay. Kind of stabilizing now. BacT is still trying to go wild, even villager count. But once we have the pikeman upgrade and crossbowman, I think we'll get tricky for BacT.
Well, it's really worth to go for the crossbowman when you only have 4 archers. I don't think he will do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, okay. Thought he had more.
Maybe like pikeman and siege push could work out.
Losing a lot of knights before that first. Pikeman siege, yeah, adding some knights as well here. Stark has 2 barracks, and well, he seems like he's defending quite well here. What an even game, but it feels that Stark slowly getting the advantage. At least that's what I feel.
Zach got the economy to drop 2 TCs now with enough wood and stone. And just send the nice to raid, pikeman to defend against raiding. Oh, that's aggressive. Like TC right next to the back TC. Oh, that's horrible TC spot. That's just horrible TC spot.
He doesn't know about the Siege Workshop. Well, he felt like, okay, TC close to the berries and gold. That's lovely.
It's like nomad. Enough to drop another TC, but not see him doing that yet.
Look at the raid in the top stack, missing the berries there.
He's going back with again.
Oh, that will be maybe even all villagers dead. No, he sees it, might save 1 or 2, but
he doesn't have anything to fight back.
Yeah. Pulls the villagers. Well, he will save 1. That's ugly.
Oh, Scorpion. You will lie, Scorpion.
And again, the TC, berries and gold.
Well, those TCs are good for the map presence, map vision. But they're in the same type so vulnerable to only one Siege Workshop. But he got enough pikemen to defend. Or does he? More knights coming.
Oh, TC will go up easily. But yeah, a lot of villagers quite exposed now. Like here, I think just playing this 1 TC full siege knight all in should be a good option for him.
I kinda prefer on this map to have more TCs because it's such an open map and TC give protection and also obviously economy. But BacT is not even going on stone, he is not even considering adding TC. But he's not even adding siege. If you go 1 TC you need that siege to kill the TCs obviously. If BacT doesn't start adding the rams, soon Stark will boom him heavily and just add pikeman, defend and win the game.
Yeah. Feels like it, okay. So what are the options here? BacT, he has resources to use his Siege Workshop, adds a Scorpion. He wants to fight,
Either BacT add TCs and go for the standard metagame or go for the all-in with adding rams and maybe even 1 more siege.
Yeah, for now it's
if he's sending villagers to
Scorpions.
stone. Or not.
I see. I don't see that. Is he on gold? Oh, some at the front. Oh, it's just so tricky. Monastery now for him to heal his herd army.
Raids all over the place. And that's why you like those extra TCs.
Yeah, I can see
Like
that.
if you put the stack point of view, you see he got such a good vision of whole map and will be able to catch all the raids. Well, BacT is so much into darkness, like every spot of his economy is vulnerable and he doesn't know when the attack will happen. Like on botline right now. It's ugly.
No Tom Watch either there really hurts him as well.
Oh, that's ugly.
Now getting pushed back on the left hand side raid. How's Siege looking? Still only 1 single Scorpion. Not much more for him at the moment. Goes for a weird long distance gold here.
Yeah, quite a long distance. This is like Warcraft freestyle.
Huh? Today we're naming all the games.
Also on the top, that big wood line is giving so much safety to the dark. Like he got TC there and full vision, full up with that wood line. Nothing shall pass unseen.
Yeah, that's a sweet for him as well.
Villager count going up and up. BacT is kinda throwing this game.
Well, I think it's over, honestly.
Yeah, he wasn't decisive. Like, he didn't go for the boom, he didn't go for the pressure with it. He just mass raids and mass knights and trading for pikemen.
Yeah. Now he builds one extra TC, but does not have
Yeah.
any golden gun at
Finally.
the moment. One Scorpion, and he doesn't even take the fight. Stark, after being down 2-1, now in the lead.
BacT is quitting those games quite fast today. I guess he really is sick or tired and don't want to waste time.
Yeah. And then
Or was
Stark
still
plays
quite
a
close.
Golden Hill like this.
Yeah, quite opposite. So Arabia maybe a set match point. Stick against Incas.
Hmm.
In theory, I guess Incas should be better with slingers, but still Aztecs are amazing meso too. Good economy, fast making units, which is important with Eagles that they're making super slow anyway. Jalix obviously, super powerful monks. I don't know which steel I would prefer here. I like them both.
Incas have the advantage of like tower rushing so much better as well, right?
Yeah. That's also cheaper towers.
That's nice for the aggression. Yeah, so I'm not motivated, but I need to do some more push-ups. And I will talk to you pretty soon.
Okay.
Guys, I won't forget. But I hope BacT wins the rest. I really destroyed. How would Aztecs beat Incas? Arbalists? Yeah, better eco as well. Jaguars, Arbalists. It's over now. Okay, see ya. Stark is really going strong this tournament. Yes, he is. Yeah, Arabia next, and Red Side Fortress, potentially the decider. Viper told me to ask Nili. That's always a troll. I stopped reading there. Want me to go back to sign up for qualifier number 2? Well, I would sign them up anyways. But yeah, good for them. Let's take a look. Yeah. Daniel as well. Okay, so we'll have a solid qualifier for sure. We need $100 to make him die. Telling someone else to give money away. Interesting. Yeah, it will be like $100 shit. Yeah, I did 90 push-ups the other day for Matt Saucer. Did I miss any subs? Nope.
Really, I need to reboot my computer. Be right back, 1 minute.
See ya. Was nice as long as it lasted. when it's 5 hours Winchester. You can always check AoE zone, AoE 2 calendar, or my schedule below to find out Tuesday 16 GMT, I believe. Yes. Just wear a push-up bra instead of doing actual push-ups. Would be easier and funnier. Kappa. Okay guys, potentially the last game for BacT in this qualifier. He will need to have 2 wins here on Arabia and after that on Regicide Fortress. So let's take a look what he can bring to the game. We will have Aztec st4rk against Inca's BacT, and well, if I take a look at the gold spots, st4rk has a solid defensive one with berries as well, and overall nice defensive wood, stone here as well. And we will say set off as well. And right hand side, BacT, well, I think he needs to forward this map. Very bad open gold spots. You clearly want to restart this one, but he already restarted game number 1. Will be really tricky for him here. Super open, maybe some lumber camps. Maybe if he like lumber camps here and takes that gold, but it is pretty ugly for sure. Even missing a second sheep in the town center at the moment. Need to send him one there. Okay, sending it now. Made mistakes that shouldn't happen. And goes for the early lane. Tries to force a mistake maybe here on early advantage. Let's take a look. House being blocked here and BacT not taking any damages. Okay, now he's returning. That's a fight he will always lose. Why is he trying to take this one? Now goes onto the hill. Goes back at it again. And what did I tell you about missing sheep in the TC? Well, BacT sending this one in again. I'm weird. I never take a look at that.
Yeah, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you, man.
Well, you missed a pretty solid map for BacT. With the tip where you can't really play without any gold.
Oh, and he doesn't have restarts?
Nope, we already saw the restarts both in map number 1, I believe, right?
Yeah. Only one. Oh, that's horrible goal.
What do you play for? No, you rarely play forward, but if
When
you
I
had
fail.
playing forward in your repertoire, don't you think like playing forward is pretty good here for BacT? Or like the best
every
option?
time I have the bad map, like unplayable for the long term, I go for the YOLO style. I think it's the only way to play it.
No.
But,
BacT already collecting some gold here. Is he maybe just rushing this?
But how is the map for the st4rk? Gold is quite solid, wood solid, yeah. This is st4rk time, now or never.
Well, he still has a chance, and
But if you lose this matchup with this map, you will feel bad.
yeah,
It'll hunt you forever.
yeah, potentially. Unless you qualify in the second one, or just win Registered Fortress.
Second qualifier is already taken.
By whom?
By me.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
you can say so.
okay.
Okay.
Well, that's surprising.
We'll see.
Normally, you're not that confident in winning. Oh, wait. Were you confident in the first qualifier as well?
A little bit overconfident, I must say.
Okay.
It worked out. For a start.
Well, maybe I will squeeze an admin win here or there in for you.
Well, you squeeze admin loads here and there for me. Need to like
Oh.
balance it out.
Yeah. And then I will just get you there as a caster. That's all good.
Well, works.
You didn't want to play anyways, right?
Well, this time I actually wanted to play.
Oh, last time you actually came as a caster. This time you want to come as a player.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, interesting.
It seems like it will be other way around.
Oh. Okay, let's take a look here. Stark is playing this Pop 22, Pop 21 from BacT.
Should be
Yes.
absolute mirror. Oh, the mining camp. Is it a good mining camp actually? From the
I
start.
think it's the best mining camp for both, yeah.
Seems like far away, but what do I know? I
No,
always
it's
talk
one
about.
tile away. It's perfect. Yeah, it's a perfect mining camp, in my opinion.
And forward coming.
BacT sees those villagers at the site. They're actually only going for the deer.
But the
What is
back is
BacT
coming.
going for? 3 man-at-arms from him. He's not on stone so far though.
Can he take forward stone? Well, kinda.
And that mill, I'm curious how that will work out. Is he
Not
pressuring the gold or the
bad.
berries? Or gold or the hunt?
I think he will go for the gold. He probably doesn't even know about hunt. Yeah, he doesn't know. He's going for that amazing heal and wood gold pressure. Player as well.
BacT knows about the gold. And it's still open, by the way, right? It's not completely walled. In between two of those palisades. It's
Oh
open.
yes, it's open. It's open. Oh man.
And I saw
Setting
that
up
coming.
all- Oh.
Okay.
And nice gate.
Age of Gatepires. Defensive tower. Against the
Oh,
hill,
there
and
we-
man-at-arms will be up earlier. This is
oh.
horrible for Stark. Perfect start for BacT so far.
And tower will go up so much faster. Okay, there. Oh man. This is a 10-minute game.
Uh-oh.
This is sick.
DauT.
Look at it. Oh, this is like him against Winchester, man. Sick, man. Sick. I wonder, can he replace tower after deleting this one?
Let me do the math. Yeah, he can.
He's going on stone anyway. But no more gold for him.
Quite a bit of villagers, yeah. Well, he can get gold once his deers finish.
His economy, he can barely produce villagers. Like, removing him from berries this early is sick, man. He
And
can't
gold.
produce villagers.
Oh man. And
Not
BacT has
villagers.
5 on stone now as well.
Second tower going up.
Yeah.
And he's not deleting the tower to die.
He might be housed as well. Okay, he deleted the tower. Stark
On
goes for the
long
counter
distance
attack.
stone. I think that's the only thing he can do right now. Make tower at home and go for counter attack.
Okay.
Yeah,
BacT
that's smart
warning
move.
himself at home.
But that tower, huh? I don't like the tower at all. BacT can just drop the... Yeah, and he will do that. And wood is still unusable then.
Oh! I just deleted the house, okay.
Oh, going back, but BacT... Oh man, you saw what happened? BacT was sending mid... Oh, so much thing going on.
Never
Sick
mind.
recalls.
Age of Quick Walls.
But what did it say? BacT saw Stark sending militia to counterattack. He sent his militia out of position, but age of quick walls. You don't need the army if you can make walls.
And now Stark is for so far away, and suddenly he's the one with the bad map.
Yeah. Look at that wood line, man.
How the villagers are walking there. And, well. I
Oh,
think
he
BacT
got
should
from
know
corner.
that he can attack there.
You're back in transition to archers now, it's game over, and he already got them on the
Archer
way.
range. Yeah. Oh, loses his eagle at the start here.
BacT needs to rush fletching, and like 4 archers with fletching is unstoppable force here.
Yeah, Stark, he's so far away from ever getting archer range. Look how inefficient his villagers are on wood as well. This looks good for game number 7, DauT.
Oh, it's what map? What was the setting last? Regicide?
Regicide and team random civilization. So
Oh,
anything
nice
can
stuff.
happen.
That will be sweet. And Age of Gates happening again. Walls, I mean.
Well, those are walls you did in 2003 as well.
Yeah. And BacT is rushing that fletching. He knows all he needs is like 4 archers with fletching to end the game. This is the time when you prioritize getting fletching over second range.
Yeah, and st4rk is going for more men-at-arms. And he will be really pissed once he sees that amount of archers out already. He thinks, okay, luckily this guy doesn't have fletching, so I can fight him. And well, bad news some seconds later.
And they're stuck,
Trapped even! And they're not fighting off. st4rk, not happy here. Oh boy!
Not happy at all.
Oh, and yet another tower. st4rk, he isn't getting a lot of farms up either.
Yeah. One more tower and 0 food economy. And he is actually only hoping to get scrims to counter those archers. What? He's making blacksmith? Can he really afford fletching with this economy? He's not
Well, he has
producing
a solid
villagers.
5.5 farm eco.
He's not producing villagers and he's hoping for fletching.
Well, Viper style.
TaToH.
Just with skirms and 9 minutes later.
But I would like from BacT to add 1 or 2 eagles here. They're cheap and they're so efficient now.
He is... DauT, calm down. He is adding.
Yeah. BacT is doing everything I would do.
Fletching, but BacT is only 3 villages ahead actually. Second barracks even. He will just spam this in feudal age.
Well, he didn't
Losing
kill
all
any
his
villagers.
archers.
He just want the tower up as by any means. And it will not go up.
Well, not for now. Just wait for like some more archers, 2 eagles, and you can easily push it.
Well, st4rk got fletching somehow. We got some stability going now. Good outpost.
5
He
villages
is
behind
quite
though.
safe.
Let's take a look at that gate. Oh, he's actually building that one.
BacT adding 1 more berg, going eagle with armor as well. He knows.
He knows.
He knows that st4rk needs to go scrims and those eagles will be really strong. Would even like for BacT to add like 1 or 2 rounds of skirmishes here for extra damage on archers.
Take a look. Pretty bad
man.
start at this one for st4rk here,
Let's see the
and that
dots,
was
let's
just
see the
horrible for
dots.
him.
I wanna see dots again. What? Not dots this time?
Yeah. And he's it's opening the gate. Oh no! And
Well,
they just can still walk around.
It's still not walled, yeah.
Yeah. And he's focusing down the villager so that he cannot finish the walls.
It's going
He's
up.
doing a good job against the skirmishers. Archers are running away. Tower will finish, and I think st4rk might GG this one.
Yeah. Amazing play
boy.
by BacT. Every move was really good. No mistake, man.
Nili love.
Such a bad map. Skill Soldier, thank you so much for 2 months. Nili love to you as well.
Well, st4rk is not giving up. But by
Well-
time second tower will hit. Oh, like look at the TC farmers. Abandoned farmers. This-
Well, he already pulled all those away. But yeah, no answer to those as well.
Another tower, and not even too aggressive, just taking it safe.
Yeah, leapfrogging forwards. Doesn't hurt, like, kills 4 more farms. Just makes it so much tougher also to produce out of the archer ranges.
Yeah. And giving map control and space for another good tower after that. And also the villagers are now stronger as well, so they don't die so easily to archers.
Oh yeah, that's true as well. Alright, counter tower might go up though.
It must go up.
Only 1 archer. Tricky. Yeah, it looks like...
But
Yeah,
I
it's
think
a
BacT should be able to click up quite soon. Look at the amount of farmers. Yeah, that's big economy for the Meza 2.
Both have kind of reasonable
I really
resources.
like those push-ups. Kappa.
Yeah, the economy is not that bad.
Hello everyone from Nicov
But BacT is now going to be
and DauT, take your phone away.
Oh,
Oh boy. Sorry, that was at DauT's end. I muted him. Okay, thank you so much everyone. Welcome from Nicov, and thank you so much for also Coder with the $5. I will add one push-up, and yeah, enjoy the show. I will unmute him. Sorry for that. It wasn't my end. Are we clear?
yes.
That was kind of horrible.
I didn't hear anything.
Good for you. I have ear cancer now.
Yeah, but we have here now. BacT is up. And he's overdoing the stuff. Now he can basically save for the castle that is a bit cheaper from Incas as well. Imagine castle up now.
Yeah, but that's not too important. You would just go triple barracks, eagles, +2 defense, and
Yes,
finish the game,
but
right?
castle as well.
Oh, just imagine.
Imagine the castle. Man. He is wasting eagles. But
Yeah,
save those eagles.
Somebody
Don't
really
need to
shouldn't do.
waste your eagles now.
Yeah,
so much
just
stronger
shortly
in
before
castle.
castle age. That makes 0 sense. And he only has 2 barracks as well. He needs to go more like 4 in feudal age, right? With that eco.
Yeah, definitely with that map as well. And that pressure, he needs to finish the game and he got all the tools to finish it. Doesn't even need siege, just eagles.
Okay, now going back as he should. Maybe even heal some up in the towers could be an option.
Now you're overdoing it. Nobody does that. But it's a good option.
Well, he doesn't want to fight anyways at the moment. And just
Yeah,
give
yeah.
you some more HP, right? He has an
Yeah,
amount of
you're
towers
right,
there.
but I think I never saw that. Only on Regicide when you lure the board with eagle. Good game.
GG from Stark. We are going into game number 7.
Yeah. Nicely done by BacT.
Oh boy. Okay, achievements there. It was like Stark having that one failed war there that we saw so early, right?
That lost him the game.
And maybe it just should have played a bit more compact. I didn't know why he wanted to move out there for the deer.
Yeah, because
weird.
he felt safe in like many times against many times they will fight in the middle, trade with each other, and all units die, and then archer range is usually so late. By the time range units are on the map, the deers will be done, so it's not that bad. But problem was that hole. There was no hole, he would finish tower, go for tower war, and it would be even game.
Well, or even an advantage, right? We had 5
Yeah.
on stone, 4 forward villagers, maybe even 5 forward villagers. Was really aggressive.
Yeah.
Okay, Regicide Fortress. What civ do you want to see?
Byzantines. Imagine Byzantines in Regicide.
Okay, I need to play the hype song out. We will hear each
Okay,
other
go
in
for it.
2.5 minutes. Oh boy! That's actually the wrong hype song, but I think I will give you both. Are you kidding me? What? Are you kidding me? I want to see some Nili boys in the chat. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Really, oh boy. 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 Why are you? Oh god, what are you doing with all your scams? Oh boy. 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 Really, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Really, oh boy.
Hey Nili, what do you think about which unit they should mass in Magic Sword?
We will just ignore DauT. It's time for the hype. Game number 7 hype. Whoever loses this has no more chances to qualify for NAC2 in qualifier number 1. That's weird that this song started over again. And now it's obviously time to ask the Lord and Savior, the master of Magyar Wars, DauT, what is the best unit in the Magyar War?
I was waiting for that one. The Paladin and Halberdier push?
Don't you want to mix in some skirmishers?
Maybe some Onagers as well.
Okay, but only if you don't micro them well.
Yeah. Because they do so well against the high range Magyar Scary Archer.
Okay, good. So then I probably would have played the same composition as you did.
Yeah, I saw that. Hopefully they didn't watch our that much game.
Well, I think they were showering, right?
Could be.
Maybe they need to shower after watching the game.
They were showering together. Yeah.
What? No. No, DauT. Don't say stuff like that.
I don't know, man. Just come out.
You know, it's Microsoft sponsored tournament. We need to be professional.
Yes. But you said that, man. I couldn't just ignore it.
Okay. Well, it will be tricky with... Losing a king early on here for BacT would just be so fun.
That would be sick. And seriously.
And it's not... Stark is not a guy who'd say, yeah, it's okay, you lost it. Let's just do the game over again.
Yeah, let's continue as a restart.
I did a show match once, Paladin against BacT. And BacT lost his king after 3 minutes, and Paladin just said, yeah, let's do that game over again. That's not the way I want to win.
But yeah, most of the players would do that. Stark is not one of those.
Okay. So, when do you go for CA? Do you like to see them in car stage already? Like 2
I
archer
was
ranges
thinking about the same. Like, players usually go for unique unit from castle that is range, but there is no reason not to make archer range here and make some cavalry archers for the map control. Annoy wood lines, grab relics, and you invest only one archer range. It's probably the best opening. And knowing the player styles, I think BacT may do that, while St4rk will just go for the bomb.
Well, we will see 4 on gold by both players.
Yeah,
Both of
BacT
them on
remove.
stone. Feels like the mixture for both. I really like the map of St4rk though. A lot of resources, very defensively here. And he can add 2 TCs in the back. Not too pretty for the building placement per se. But if he just
Quite
gets
safe.
some walls up at the right hand side, it's like only one blacksmith, one house, and he's super safe at the right hand side.
Yeah, I agree with that. BacT base is looking pretty without hills, but St4rk map is safer from the raids.
And well, no archer range from BacT here. Kind of weird, right? You don't need market blacksmith. You can build the archer range instantly because you're starting with the barracks. And well, eco approach from St4rk as well. But then I'm surprised why both went on to 4 on gold.
Exactly, I was expecting carry archers when I saw 4, but BacT removed one villager from the golden main farm.
Oh, interesting gates.
Bud gates.
Okay. Okay, how do you think both players will handle the pressure here? Because obviously, like, this is, you lose this, it's really tough. You fought so long for like 5 weeks to get that deep in this tournament to give yourself a good shot. And then basically playing a single game to decide so much. I know you can handle it, but could they handle it?
I'm pretty sure BacT can. I don't know about St4rk tournament experience. Didn't see him much in big tournaments. But BacT just won SCL, right? So you have a good mindset to win tournaments. And after all, this tournament is only winner takes everything, so you must go for the win. That only counts. Who cares if you're second?
Well,
And
yeah.
BacT still have one villager on stone forever. He forgot about that guy.
Ah, maybe. Well, no. That's totally fine. He only has 190
okay.
stone.
Yes, I was looking actually at the
St4rk's point of view.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there he
With
had
a tiny
220.
camp.
Yeah. Okay, so St4rk indeed walling off the right hand side. BacT, I'm tired, BacT. Okay. Well, it's really late for Brazil
Wait.
compared to Vietnam, right?
But St4rk is tired and BacT wanted to reschedule and he didn't want it. Okay, we're not going to that.
Well,
Makes no sense.
yeah.
Oh, champion! Scout is trapped now with that gate. That's a good move. Scout is completely
How
trapped.
trapped is he? Well, no, he can just move out where he moved in.
No, not for too long. Bam.
Not anymore. Age of Gatepires.
Age of freaking gates, man.
Oh. 2 extra TCs from St4rk and 2 extra TCs from BacT. This will be a very boom intense game.
Yeah, I guess nobody wanted to risk with Kelly Archer. But still, I think it's safer approach. You don't commit so heavily because you need a building to click up anyway. So instead of mark, you just build Archer range. Make only like 4 of them. Be annoying here and there. Grab relics.
Get all the relics as well, right? That's just so sick.
That's relics are really important here. Obviously, if you can stick with the major cavalry archer mass, that's unstoppable for us. And you need the relics for that.
We'll see. And St4rk, he doesn't even go for the kill here against the scout. He tries to block the relic first. Interesting.
Well, that scout will do nothing anyway.
Yeah. But that's a good decision. Like, my intention would have been like, oh, now I can kill the scout. Ha 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 ha. But actually, it doesn't really matter too much,
Yeah, scout is useless. Well, he's protecting one relic there in corner. I only wonder how fast, like St4rk, knowing that BacT scout is trapped, he should already add the monastery and grab those. They're free to pick now.
Maybe he feels he can boom a bit longer and then collect them anyways.
Well, yeah. But still, takes time to collect all of them, and he sees every relic, so yeah, he's going for it. Yeah, perfect timing. Good move.
That's good for him. And
Looking goes
I
for
think
him.
Magia Scout does not make any difference against the Monk, right? It's still 3 hitting?
Yes, and by the way, that unique unit, Major Hussar, is it like in my experience it get converted instantly to monks?
Who?
Major Hussar from the castle unique unit.
They get instantly converted?
Yeah,
Like,
basically
they don't have
like,
the resistance bonus of normal scouts.
well, it's not. It's like counter resistant bonus. They just get converted in like 2 seconds. That's something I notice every time I make them against monks.
What? Okay.
Need to test it. I never tested, but it felt that way in several
Oh,
games.
BacT saw it.
Yeah, good move, good move. Let's go for another one.
Yeah. And Stark? Yeah, well, he will only protect the left one. Question is, but he goes for the left one first. So maybe he can rush
Major
onto the right
Hazard
hand
is on the map.
side.
I would love to see Major Hazard now against Monk.
Just to test it?
Yeah, I think it will happen. He will go for the
There's one on
protection
the
of the
back.
Liereyy.
Yeah. Let's see. You say instant conversion?
Yeah, in like
Like
1
negative
second or 2.
bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, he goes back. Monk is
Okay, we
around.
will find out in a second.
Oh, DauT, hold my hand. No, no!
Oh,
Don't run away. Trying to debate him in.
come on, come on. Okay, we see now. You see?
Oh, DauT! DauT!
Huh?
Instant conversion.
You see, man?
But why?
I don't know. It's something I felt many times, and I guess I'm right.
Bugged. Bugged.
And back
It's a
did
backed out.
not know that. I should not share this, man.
Did
I've
you
used this in
report
so
that?
many games. Report to who? I report to you now.
Okay, thanks.
No relic for BacT here as well.
It will be 1 relic for BacT and potentially 4 relics for Stark, right? At least that's what it looks like.
Well, BacT should be happy just getting that fun relic with Jab Scout.
40C is working now. Scout in the front, Magia Hazard's behind that. And now Barracks added from BacT.
He saw your deathmatch game. He's making helps.
Yeah. Only watching my point of view and didn't really see. Nili starts with 4 stables, 4 barracks, 6 archer ranges.
And lose the game, let's do the same.
Yeah. It's not like I really want to advance, right?
Yes, he
DauT
wants...
doesn't snitch.
What?
DauT doesn't snitch. Someone tried to justify why you didn't report that bug.
Oh, yeah, that's actually funny. Not snitch, man. BacT desperately needs another TC on that big wood line. This one will run out so fast.
Yeah, you're a big fan of adding 4 TCs early on.
Yeah, when you click up, I usually do it with mines as well. Well, BacT is going fast imp timing attack with halberdiers, and not sure if that's the best approach here.
Is it really fast imp? He has more villagers. 3 TCs. Get some stone. Maybe aggressive castle. Trap halberdier?
Yeah, but obviously that's his plan. Just not sure what to think about that. As far as I know, Magus, even have Arbalest, so.
Siege workshop? This is tricky.
It's decisive game and he's going for the all-inish type of strategy. But that hill in front of the Stark base is so pretty, man.
That's
He gets
all
castle
on-
up there.
yeah.
Step the castle down, Stark is completely out of gold, eh?
Yeah, and losing the monastery as well, right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Which will be 4 monasteries, a lot of houses being built in that direction, but now Stark, he will have a good vision of that area. BacT going for the 4th CC at the front. Up timings are so different. Stark, he just looks so much slower here.
He went for more farms. His farm economy is quite big. And that cost what? And that scout is still protecting the relic. Monk is there behind the gates, trying to get it.
Well, he will just wait for 1 Mega Hassa win the fight there, right?
Well, would make sense. Mangonel as well. And good thing about Regicide is you don't need castle, and you don't need an extra castle to start making traps. That castle here is so nice, but he can make traps even without it. And start the pressure.
He's behind 2.5 minutes. Let's take a look. Stark sees the forward villagers. He should know what's up.
Major house. He deletes. He knows, man.
Yeah, well, I think he would have deleted even if he didn't.
Yeah. Castle is actually going good.
Yeah. Well, quite obvious, right?
Yeah,
it's looking good for BacT.
Actually... But his unit choice is something I don't like. I really don't like that.
Well, we don't know what Stark is going for at the moment.
Well, he's having one range. Probably it's safer bet for him to go even Arbalest instead of those amazing carry archers.
Archer range now for sure. 4 archer ranges in the back, but that's way too many farms for an archer range approach.
He overwhelmed with farms. He doesn't need that many.
Not in stone either, so Magi Hassa attack isn't really, like, would be a bad unit choice anyways, but something you cannot really go for either. I think he needs to instantly get guilds and just sell all his food.
So much food.
And what do you do out of the castle now? Conscription, Nicov bow, traps? I was just doing them to do anything, right? And he needs massive amount of houses now in the back as well. It will be heavily housed pretty soon.
But basically, what's the purpose of those pikemen? BacT could have done all this even without pikemen.
Well, yeah, but... Yeah.
He didn't need those pikemen. He could have cavalry archers now and would be much better spot than having those useless cavaliers.
Why is Stark not going for his second gold, expanding to the side? Nicov bow now. I like that. Just trying to rush that out. Maybe if he can finish conscription as well.
Let's see the conversions. What? Can you smite that? Okay, cool.
Oh! Didn't get a single trap there. Nicov bow finished. Not a single stable for Stark though.
Yeah,
what did I tell you about houses? 115 out of 95 at the moment.
Man, and this is a panic mode. You see, look at the resources and you don't have a house, you don't have anything. This is not pure panic mode. Deciding game. Kill in front of your base.
And he's only building houses with 3 villagers at the moment. And for the eco upgrades. And now he does not have any answers to the castles as well. He does not have traps, he does not have a castle, he does not have the possibility to go for bombard cannons either. No heavy CA attack.
BacT. Is he switching? No, he's still making halberdiers.
Maybe Skirm tag pretty soon.
Well, I would like if Stark went for the Arbalest, they would be much more efficient here to hold. Or even castle on the gold on the left. Full strength with castles, man.
BacT continuing with the stranglehold. Now the trap at the left hand side is getting attacked. Heavy CA will finish any second. We still don't have a stable for Stark, so no husbandry, no bloodlines. But monastery down now as well.
Goodbye, relics.
And cast at the left-hand side. Stark. Very little gold income at the moment.
And villager number is actually higher for BacT, so not like he has a... But score is quite close considering what's going on.
Well, we don't have that many kills.
Even the annoying tower to get rid of that gold.
Oh yeah, that's a good tower actually.
I don't know why score is so close, like... BacT got high population, killed everything.
Well,
How many
still
buildings
KD,
there?
and I think overall Stark might have still gotten more resources, right?
Yeah, collected more. But
Stark not taking into Halberdiers himself.
why? Counter Halberdiers with Halberdiers.
Holy, he's collecting some of the relics again. Oh, the one from the back.
Well, he needs to break out fast. As long the game goes, he will starve from the gold. Only one gold mine. Back
The
to
extra
the
golds, obviously for BacT as well. Oh, but he only scouted one of those.
He's so poor. BacT could even make another castle on the right, on that beautiful hill, and Stark is in such a horrible position. Love those aggressive farms. Like between two gold piles, you send 20 villagers and make farms. Love it, man.
Between two gold piles? What?
On the left, with BacT made castle.
No.
BacT is making farms in between the gold piles. Yeah.
Well, he's floating a lot of gold. Just a second
Yeah,
ago.
but it's funny.
Yeah, he still is. Now he switches into CA as well.
Basically, BacT just need to hold. Even make scam anything, just hold position. Problem is that Stark doesn't have castles, and the traps are only pushing till he can get. Rams will not
One
work against
stone
this.
spot at the front here. Where's his other stone spot? Okay, in the back. And he has... Oh, soon he has enough stone for another castle.
Yeah, he needs that. He needs that fast.
Yeah, BacT just should get control over the gold spots here. Should be fine. Still no stable for Stark as well.
Well, his economy is still very healthy for producing Killer, but need to break out somehow. Even like the late balls and sending those carry archers outside to raid would be solid.
Can you
Get
really
a much stronger army.
Can you really afford them? To send them around and raid some?
Well, at least 10 of them, don't need to send all. You got enough Halberdiers to hold here. Carry archers will do nothing.
Sneaky BacT actually losing a monk there at the relic of Stark.
Yeah. Want one more relic.
Nicov bow for BacT as well, so it will be mass heavy CA against mass heavy CA.
But still no bloodlines, that's really bad.
Same population now for both.
That, look at those relics and two dead monks behind it. Yes, ranges just for both of them. Nobody will take those.
Stark pop limit. And more gold to get for him though. Oh, it hurts so much. But it's like simply the mentality, right? If you forget a building, you just finish the whole game. Like I remember a 2-hour game from you as well where you just didn't go for hussars.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Don't do
I've
it
been
in
that
time, you
spot.
never do it.
Yeah. That should be a teach workshop.
Get long life.
Aim retreat for Stark. Where is he pushing? He's moving out of the left-hand side. Didn't scout that castle
Just
early
for
on
the
apparently.
castle.
And well, just loses a lot of halberdiers quite easily there.
BacT should even upgrade his castles and just hold.
Oh, again a monk going down. Oh, that's so painful.
I don't know why they even bothered. Nobody will take that.
Well, you just need traps first. Then you can take those. Okay, freeing himself at the left-hand side. He has 2 traps out.
Yeah, he's taking the castle
Start.
down.
He might get back on this left-hand side gold.
Well,
Can
he'll
wall
kill the
this?
castle, but still can't take that gold. Only like a couple of kill archers there. And... Not sure why BacT is fighting downhill. He doesn't need to force fight. He's in good spot. Just wait.
He's not going for a stable either, by the way. BacT, both players without a stable.
Who cares about bloodlines?
Chemistry missing for Stark though.
Dropping. No more gold, no more gold. Time to add skirms, and you know that cold sweat you have. You know you lost it, but you still have the good population wanna fight. He's feeling so trapped, huh?
160 against 200 here. Now moving out to the right-hand side, but BacT has control over that area.
Yeah, TC already there. Halberdiers as well.
Ram addition pretty nice for BacT.
But no bloodlines for both of them.
Well, maybe they agreed, like, no matter what civilization we get, just not do any bloodline. And like, both
And
like,
more
taking their
content.
hands.
That only makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, now go for
Magic
that
Castle's
castle.
already
though.
2 OP.
3 traps. No defense here. I think this castle will fall. And then he's back
BacT
onto his main gold spot.
BacT wasted so many fighting downhill, but still his population is on the top limit, while Stark is now struggling to reproduce.
Man, and fighting without chemistry this whole time as well. It just feels so tough. Like, how can you? That's obviously even an upgrade that you see.
Does he have at least ballistic? Probably does.
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure. Okay, now getting pushed away from the right-hand side. BacT is super safe. And, well, it's like Stark is so cornered as well. I don't really think that he has a chance to maybe go for a sneaky king snipe or something.
Yeah, and there is no where could he sneak those archers. Actually, BacT is the one who can snipe the king. Where is the Stark? Oh, in the tower. BacT could go for the king snipe.
Well, he doesn't need to, right?
But that would be a cool way to finish the game.
Mercenaries now as well. Lovely stuff for sure. So BacT can build those mega hussars without investing any gold. Could be a nice addition there as well pretty soon. Maybe to get some eco rates in as well. Pop 140 against pop 190.
Only thing that keeping St4rk alive is he's always fighting uphill. But no more gold. No more gold.
Oh, it is painful, right? 2 villagers there. Maybe now another time to the monk?
Well, somebody has to take those relics eventually.
Well, you don't have to.
But they're right there.
Well, it looks tempting.
Definitely does.
So Harvard is taking okay care of those capped rams. BacT, that's a bad fight for him if he stays there. That's why he's going back.
Where is
Time to
back
breathe.
the army?
Start.
BacT got too many villagers, like 150, yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah. He should have mass amount of resources, right? Well, 3k food. How are castles looking?
Yeah, that's quite decent.
Need some more defense upgrades on his mega hussar and obviously
Towers.
bloodlines for them as well. And more
Towers to deny
barracks.
that gold. Nice move.
Go at the right hand side. How's Stark's woods looking?
Oh yeah.
Not too much. Right hand side is pushed off. Left hand
BacT
side
is actually
crowded
covering
over
his
there.
wood line as well, so only one small wood line left.
Yeah. And I see a stable for Stark.
Oh, will he notice?
Yeah, I think he noticed, otherwise he wouldn't build the stable, right? Oh, big army moving in at the right hand side now, and I really love how Elite Mega Hasa are riding. Like with their flags in their hand. Really pretty.
Yeah, it's really pretty. Prettiest unit in the game. They look stronger than Paladin, but they're not.
Well, they are against Siege. That's something.
Yeah, at least. But not against mods.
Yeah. But against Orient guns.
Oh,
Oh.
don't give me those.
Perfect counter.
Nothing counters Orient guns.
Well, one thing. More Orient guns. Okay, now push through the center. Losing your starting PC is rarely a good sign. And
He actually
that's
did
why
not
he's
get
saving
bloodlines.
it.
Oh, bloodlines, hype.
Oh, comeback time for Stark. From now
Yeah.
on, he will take fights so much better as well.
But now he's making scrims.
Oh no, well, lost his timing. Only fought with the unit for 30 minutes. Oh,
But still no chemistry.
it's so weird that they don't check those upgrades. Freeing himself
Back,
a
they
bit
got
at the
relic,
left.
back, they got relic.
Oh, don't tell me. Capture the
We
relic.
missed that, we missed that. Only one left.
Oh, 2v2 relics now. Suddenly it's an even game.
Yeah. Dark actually is holding on those carry archers quite well.
He's killing this.
And he got 800 gold somehow.
Oh, what?
Somehow.
Don't tell me this is an open game.
No, it's not open. He doesn't have wood anymore. BacT is just trading inefficiently. But
It's more houses.
that's like, look at the kill death ratio. You would say that StarK is trading better, but I don't understand this game sometimes.
Well, it's Mass Halberdiers always killing the Rams at the front.
Yeah,
CA against CA, he traded better, I believe.
probably that.
Okay, CAs are now coming back. Stark, he's stabilized.
Yeah, free a little bit of main gold as well. And Charlie.
Market prices are actually at the bottom. He can maybe still go for the left one. That's like BacT should not have gotten his gold spot while he had the chance to take the left one. Now killing quite a bit of those CA as well.
Well, problem is BacT overmade villagers. Like, look at the army numbers. It's always higher for the Stark, and that's only because there's too many villagers.
But Halberdier is on a funny mission now as well here.
BacT is out of gold as well. And his economies, look at his top wood line. So he's idle and chopping long distance. He doesn't care about his economy.
Oh yeah, that's pretty bad. But he has massive amount of resources still.
Well, he was fighting efficiently, but with too many villagers banking resources.
Now Halberdier rates as well.
Maja is the thief that can snowball even if you have no economy. Like, those heavy cavalry archers of Majas are unstoppable for us. And you know what? He got bloodlines and BacT is still there.
He got bloodlines, the winning upgrade, and he will get 3 against 2 relics again. And is now
But
raiding the wood line. Stark might be ahead in
Oh.
population in 1-2 minutes.
This is crazy.
This is just DauT.
Can't
What are we
believe that he was
witnessing?
able to hold here. Totally blame it on BacT too many villagers. He was missing like 20 cavalry archers and that would change so much every fight. But he doesn't have tools, he doesn't have siege to push that. But actually, why would he even fight there? Just ignore the castle, go for the wood line of BacT. That castle is not so important at hill.
Or maybe he just wants to free that area, but he doesn't have any traps to help pushing that as well.
Yeah, obviously
Putting
it's
some more
important middle, but just wasting units there instead of raiding.
Well, he's still raiding in the very top, right? Raiding some at the right-hand side. He's not inactive in that regard.
He is actually helping BacT with killing villagers. Now BacT is killing more and more army. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, I know.
Now they are
That
both
sounds
same
funny.
army just because of that. And BacT got huge banks, so it's really better for him.
Yeah, resources of Stark absolutely at the limit. And, well, he's playing his heart out here. So resources are just enormous for a Vietnamese player.
But where to go for the woodline? That's the only woodline he can take.
Yes.
Oh, right-hand side.
Back. Pose BacT needs smoke.
Oh.
And he needs bloodlines as well. Somebody should message him now to get bloodlines. Stream cheating.
Huh? That's why we do a 3-minute delay, right?
He
But
doesn't
yeah,
have bloodlines for 1 hour.
it's longer than 3 minutes. Using more Magia Huts at the left-hand side. Tries to go with 3 traps now. Habit is protecting there. Let's take a look. Traps seem to be protected. Magia Huts are just so
Go
efficient
down.
there. Oh, fight in the center. There's not a lot of Halberdiers fighting off against the Rams. Bloodlines for BacT as well. Game is over.
Oh, he realized. But now Stark is missing chemistry. Game is now in BacT favor.
Yeah. Someone messaged BacT. Cheater!
Yeah, actually, it could be. It could be.
Ah, no,
What
it's
we did-
3 minutes later as well. Okay, some raid in the back. Oh, the barrack placement is just so bad for Stark as well. Pop on in 40 for him, and the push continues in here. Woodline not looking too great. Might even lose his traps here at the left-hand side. Not that they are too important.
You just need to focus on skirmishes and snipe one by one Kiriachu. That's the only thing that keeps Stark alive. Yeah, woodline non-existing anymore. Yeah, his resources are looking ugly in population as well. Only 16 villages, 59.
Okay, so we are seeing it pretty rough here for Mr. Stark, losing his castle, still trying to go for some Magia Hussars, and well, Halberdiers are now pushing forward, but Pop 180 against Pop 125 will be very tricky for
But
Stark, who's
military
already
count is
messaging
high
me.
for Stark.
Yeah, Stark is already messaging me and heavily complaining how it's impossible to play against BacT.
Why?
Well, I can read that out, but let's see the game to the
Read
end.
it out, read it out, drama, man. I wanna know what is BacT do.
Well, it's more of the lag, but yeah, I can read it to you.
No, your YouTube viewers want to hear that as well, man. You need to say it now.
Like I always have the VODs longer, anyways. I don't cut after the game. Okay, Pop 90 against Pop 185. We know that within the next minute the GG will fly in and BacT will advance.
Spoiler.
Stark will be out of qualifier number 2 and... Oh! TeamSpeak just shut down for me. That's interesting. Maybe I got hacked there. And GG indeed. Sadly, DauT isn't catching it with me. But yeah, pretty strong series here. One of the best series we have seen for sure. And what a nice session indeed. We can all agree on that. And I'm trying to find DauT again. Here you are. So,
share the
TeamSpeak
drama.
just crashed from.
Share the drama.
Okay, so let's see. Stark Road. Quite annoying to play BacT. There's a small delay. He can micro all units on builds when I'm building castle or something. It's almost impossible to catch his builds when he walls it. Quick wall. Anyways, GG. Well, that's why the finals are offline.
Well, that's kind of old thing. Like people complain about China lag and how they're better with lag than the rest of the people. They don't think lag is that big of issue anymore. quite decent against every player.
Well, compared to our old times, for sure, DauT.
Yeah, exactly. That was horrible.
Oh man, BacT's KD is so much better against all the Halberdiers. His eco was obviously dominant in every single way, especially like gold and stone was the most important thing. And in the end, BacT is advancing in this one. Pretty sick stuff. I will update the bracket for all of you as well. And we will see what matchups are waiting us next. So how was the match up win order? I think it was Stark winning by
First
two
game
teams.
was BacT
And
winning.
BacT winning twice. It was the first one for BacT.
First for BacT, second one for Stark with kills against Hans. Third one BacT melee against the Italians. Cross for Stark. Malians against Spanish. Led Mendes for Stark. Franks against Slavs. Arabia for BacT. Incas against Aztecs. And last game we just saw.
So I did that. And we will see the brackets updated. So it's leftover players, Winchester, Fire, and BacT. Who's your big favorite?
I know Fire wants me to tell Fire, but I think BacT. BacT is in very good shape, and he is the trickiest one player. I would not like to meet him in second qualifier, so kind of cheering for him and Fire at the same time. BacT style is super hard to predict and stop sometimes.
Yeah, so true. So, DauT, that was lovely with you. Have a great evening, and we will talk soon. Maybe even on Tuesday when the next qualifier is coming.
Okay, man. Thank you for having me here. So nice. And see ya then.
Okay, a lot of people asking me, like, what is NAC2? Well, maybe let's find out together, shall we? So also so excited for the offline event here, guys. On Tuesday, we will have Fire against Winchester. Let me take a quick look. Did Stark sign up for the second qualifier? I think he did. Yes, he did. Rift Island is Rigged Island, he said. Well, it's not even in the map pool. So thanks for that constructive feedback, my friends.